Hey everyone, we are live. John, yes, I just started up. As you asked right when I clicked the button.
We're professional here.
That's a great way to start it.
You know?
No, don't, no, no, no.
All right, hello everyone. So we are playing Freedom, the Underground Railroad today, and we have a special guest with us. Eddie Campos Jr. from the Start Space podcast. Podcast is with us. Eddie, how you
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for inviting me to
And
play this very cool game with you.
oh yeah, we've done this before, and John and I really enjoy this game. So I want to share that I'm 2 for 2 on multiplayer. So one of those times was with John. So if we fail, then I think I know what
It
the
will it
reason.
will probably be my fault.
Yeah, it's definitely Eddie's fault. Which actually, since Tony isn't joining you, we should really blame Tony for anything that happens.
Oh yeah, well he wrote out a list of actions for me to take, and I'm just gonna follow that. I won't be making any actual decision. I'll just be following what Tony told me to do.
I
You
love
heard it here first, people.
And no, he's never played this game before, so it's a lot
Even
of
better.
roll high. It's a lot of his a lot of his his
No,
input
I
on the
don't,
situation.
I don't think we want to roll high on this one.
No.
Okay, so I am going to be. I'm not going to cover too much in the directions today. We did do a previous run through where we kind of gave an overview for that. So I think we're just going to kind of jump into it. We're doing the 3-player, which is it's a little bit more. It's definitely more difficult. You'll see with some of the slave market, we're starting out with 8, 8, and 6 or 7 coming right out of the gate. So. We have to free 16 slaves, and then if we lose, let's see, 18, 19, then we lose the game. I do have these nice 3D shapes for the slave catchers to add a little bit more effect to the game here. So we have I'll be running the map, and then John will be running the sideboard where we can see the cards and the tokens, what the status of that is, and I'll be working that as we go through here. And
Yeah,
Eddie
very
is the
good.
little guy on the bottom right. He'll just sit there.
I'll just hang out. I'll tell you what I'm doing on my
Yeah.
turns.
That works. Yeah, one thing I was gonna say, those slave catcher tokens, the 3D shape of them, man, they're so tall and large in this game. It feels very
and
menacing
and
already.
intimidating. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely noticed that when I put him down. I was like, this is a lot more um, in your face than the little flat tokens were. So.
Yes, they're imposing as they should be.
There you go. That's the word we're looking
Yeah.
for. Thank you, Eddie.
That's what I'm here for.
So should we go ahead and
um,
get started?
yeah. So real quick, John, you're the agent. You want to talk about your character and the special abilities real quick?
Yes, well, I'm the dapper, handsome agent, which fits me and who I am in real life very well.
Did you
All of
say
those,
dapper, handsome Asian?
yes,
Oh, okay, that's what I
Which fits
thought.
him very well in real life.
yeah. These guys have seen me before, so I'm sure they will attest to that. The agent, so all these special abilities come with a card, and my card says $1 during the action phase. And then I can also move 2 slaves 1 space each during action phase. So normally to move slaves you have to buy tokens or cards to do it, and I get a little bit of bonus there. Also, there's one-time special ability that I can only use one time during the game. Is during the planning phase, remove 1 slave from each of the slave market deliveries currently on the board and return them to the supply, which that'll be
Ooh,
really huge if we get that one card that adds slave tokens to all the cards. That'd be a nice counter to that.
yeah. And then once you use it,
Once I use it, I flip over, and then I still get the $1, but I can only move one slave, one space during the action phase.
a little more limiting, so gotta be careful with that. So I am playing the conductor, who I also played last time. She worked out well for me, and her powers are plus $1 during the action phase, and also move 2 slaves 1 space each during the action phase. So John and I both have a lot of special moving combo abilities, and her one-time action is to move 5 movements for 1 or more slaves, which can be huge. Pretty sure that ended up saving us last game. And then once that happens, I end up only being able to move 1 slave per phase. So again, got to be careful with using that action, and then otherwise we lose some of the bonuses that the character has. Right, and Eddie?
I am the station master. I also get $1 during the action phase, and I can move the 1 slave catcher 1 less space during the action phase, so I can keep those imposing blocks of wood away from the slaves we're trying to move north. And then once per game, during another player's action phase, the conductor tokens don't move any of the slave catchers. So I can, give another player a free turn, basically, where they're not moving slave catchers during their turn. Once I use that, I start getting $2 every action phase, and I move 1 slave catcher 1 less space during the action phase. So I actually get a little bit better. I get more money once I use my special one-time ability.
That's interesting. Cool. Right. So we decided starting out. The agent John is going to start us out. So, John, you want to see what you get?
All right.
Roll good.
Here we go. Yeah, I normally never do, so cross your fingers. And today's no exception, but at least it's early in the game. So that is the red. Yes, it is the red slave catcher, which will go 3 spaces.
3?
And 3 spaces west, but in this case, he's at the end of the track. So
okay, okay, that wasn't that bad.
No. All right, so that's.
Was it the black arrows?
The black arrows would be east. The white arrows are west. This is 3. It's probably hard to see on my camera.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, they're white.
Okay.
Yep, definitely. Everybody on the internet is calling me a liar. Thanks, Eddie. There's a reason I don't give out my email address.
Well, I just wanted to confirm. I mean, they look pretty. They look like black arrows from where I'm sitting, but.
Well, I've been known to cheat a lot, so. Okay, so now we're in the planning phase. Each player may take up to a total of 2 conductor, fundraising, and/or support tokens. So with my $8, I'm gonna spend how much? 4 of it, and I'm gonna buy 2 conductor tokens.
You're going straight for the movement, huh?
Well,
you trying to set us up?
Keep in mind, with the Farron riots, we're going to lose one of the conductor and one of the fundraiser tokens. So we basically, actually, before I bought, we should have talked about this, but we basically have to decide what we're willing to give up.
Well, the conductor tokens you always have at least one.
Should I get a fundraiser?
That's it.
Should I get a fundraiser instead then?
If we each got one fundraiser, that would be all of them, and we wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yep.
All right, I'll do 1 and 1, and I'll take $2 back.
Cool. Okay, so you got 1 and 1. I will also do 1 and 1.
Okay. 1 and 1.
As will I. It is $2 for the fundraising, right?
Correct.
In this first. Okay.
So how many? We just lose one token from each.
Aren't fundraising tokens free? Yeah,
Current...
fundraising tokens.
Yeah, fundraisers are free.
Yep. So it would only cost you $2 to grab a conductor and a fundraising token.
Okay. Okay, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I think that was the best way to go, and I think this was the time to get that card. Because I believe, if I remember this correctly, yeah, so if we were in the second period, we would remove the top conductor from both piles, right? That's how I'm reading that.
No, it says from the current period column.
Right.
So if we were in the second one, it would only be from the second one because that's our current period.
No, but I'm saying there's two conductor piles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So now's the time to get it if we're going to get that one.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, better early than later. Okay. So, and then are we going to the action phase?
We are going to the action phase.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm taking my dollar. And let's see. So I'll do my free movement first just to get out of the way and I won't forget. So Howard, can you take a slave from the Texas, Louisiana area on the far left? Yeah. I'll take one of them north, straight north. And then I'll send one on the far right to Charleston. All right, and then I'll use my 3-for-1. Throw that away. And I'll take that one on the far left and move them up. The one that's already, yep, exactly. And then I'll move another one from Texas, Louisiana, right behind.
Oh, and so that moves the purple slave catcher, right?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay.
I think I got him. Right, just once, right?
Yep,
yeah, just
once. And then I'll take, we'll move that slave in Charleston, we'll move him to North Carolina. And that should be all three, right?
Yep, and the orange came down.
Yep.
Here I go.
So
okay.
Yeah, for those of you watching, there's colored lines across the board, and those slave tokens can only move across their lines. But when a slave ends in a spot with that line, we have to move the slave catchers towards the slave that previously moved. And that's it for me. Oh, I have my fundraiser, right?
Yeah.
Or I can save it. I don't have to play it right now.
I'm planning on saving it too, John.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save it. But I can buy a card. I should totally do that.
And we'll only lose one of these cards, the Fair and Riots, because it's a 3-player game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Right.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. So, John, you want to read the cards that we have out real quick?
Yeah. So, Fair and Riots. When the Fair and Riots are removed from the game, which happens at the end of this current round, we remove from the game the top conductor and fundraising tokens from the current period, which were in the 1800 to 1839 period. So that's why we all bought those fundraiser tokens. We didn't want to lose one because of the Fair and Riots. Theodore Weld, the next card, costs $1. And you can move one slave from any plantation to a southern space with no effect. And then St. Catharines, Ontario, the next card, move one slave from a large northern city to Canada. That card
That's
probably
no
won't.
good for us.
Yeah, it's not going to help us for a while. Liberty Hill and Lane Theological Seminary are the next two. I really like these cards. So Liberty Hill, you can move 2 slaves, 1 space each, just like similar to the conductor tokens that we're buying from this period. And as well, you can purchase a token at full cost. So normally you can only buy, of the 3 token types, you can only buy up to 2. So you can do 2 of 1, or you can mix and match, but only 2 total. So Liberty Hill kind of breaks that rule and gives you the opportunity to get another token, which you can use to buy these support tokens. So Howard mentioned that we have to get 16 slaves freed to Canada, but we also have to buy all of these tokens before the end of the game, or before we just lose the game. So Liberty Hill is pretty cool for that. And then Lane Theological Seminary is the same thing, except you have a choice. So you're either going to move 2 slaves, 1 space each, or you can purchase a token, and in this case, you can get that token at a $2 discount. So we got some really good cards out here. I'm thinking, since I'm not going to be able to buy any support tokens at the beginning of next round, I'm going to buy Theodore Weld and use that card now. So for $1, and I can move 1 slave from any plantation to a southern space for no effect. So I think I'm going to move a slave from, I'll take him from the right side, and let's move him up to North Carolina and Virginia territory there.
Right there?
One more diagonal.
How? That's 2 spaces.
No, you can move them to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, okay.
Yeah.
And no effect, okay, got it.
Yep. Yes, see, that's always a hard space to fill in when you're trying to fundraise. So I was thinking take that one now while we can.
Yep. I like it.
All right, and I think I'm done with my turn, gentlemen.
All right. So the conductor is up. I'm going to take my $1. And my 2 free movements, move 2 slaves 1 space each. I'm going to move 1 here, Charleston. And I'll go ahead and move 1 up to Tennessee. So that's my 2 actions, and then I'm going to use my token. 3 to 1, 3 for 3 movements, 1 space each, and I know I want to move this guy up here, pay the $1. Eddie, how bad are you? Are you planning on using your fundraising at all?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, I'm in the best position to this turn.
You are. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna save that one's gonna. I'm gonna leave one of these 2 for you.
Yep.
So you can get even more money.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I'll go ahead and move 1. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this one pulls Mr. Triangle. Okay. And I'm done.
All right. I get my $1. I've got 3 for 1 token that I'm going to use. I'm going to move 1 from, and remind me how the filling the plantations works. Like this, I'm thinking about this 4 space one.
It doesn't really matter. These will basically just come out and fill out wherever we need, wherever we want, basically.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, I'm using my my 3 for 1 token. I'll move 1 up from Florida to that sort of between North Carolina and Tennessee area. I'll move.
Was that right, Eddie?
Yes.
If you one thing, if you do that you won't be able to get the $2 unless you're doing something else. So sorry, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was planning on doing that. Never mind then. So I'm not going to move him. All right. So first I'll move the one who's up between Virginia and North Carolina onto that $2 space, and I'll use my move one slave catcher one less space
Oh,
ability
nice. I forgot
to
about
stop
that.
the purple. Stop the purple from moving in.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay. And then so this one still moves.
Yeah, but I get my $2.
Yep.
I can move the one who's at sea up to Boston.
Yep.
So
Another 2.
I'll do that, and that
Well,
moves the.
So one thing to think about, though, is your fundraising token only counts for slaves in the southern spaces.
Yep.
So if you are trying to maximize that and trying to get more money, but I guess then again, you're kind of limited in what you can bring out right now anyway.
Yeah, and I do have one more movement, and I'll do the moving one from Florida up to the.
Nice.
Should I move it up there or to Charleston? Which do you think would be? Do you have a preference?
No, not really. I was going to say the square guy is pretty much one space away from each one, so if we do roll him,
Yeah.
either way.
I'll move him up, and I'll pull him away from the one in Boston, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'll use my fundraising to get
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like to me. Or does the Washington?
Yep.
Does
I got 7.
Okay. Yep, $7.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm buying a support token next turn.
Oh, no, I didn't want to buy a card anyways. Never mind.
Oh yes, I can buy a card.
If you were worried about losing the one in Boston, which I'd say is fairly safe, but you could use St. Catharines to just get them up to Canada. But I don't know.
Yeah, I was even thinking let me see how much money I have here.
18 by my count.
Yeah, I could even do a Liberty Hill or a Lane and buy the support token now.
Ah. $2. You buy it now. That doesn't really gain us anything though, because we don't need to buy more tokens next round. We're going to be limited already. Basically, we can buy one each.
Well,
Wait, the
Outside
support
of
token?
so- What's
yeah,
that?
and
The support
Oh.
tokens?
well, he was talking about the conductor tokens because we're gonna lose a conductor token,
Yeah.
and then we'll all only be able to buy one of those. You're gonna buy a support token. It looks like, well, potentially. The one way I like to use Liberty Hill and Lane Theological Seminary is you kind of use it after you've used a fundraising token, because in that way you can potentially buy 2 support tokens like back to back almost.
Okay.
But I'm just saying there's no benefit to buying a support token right now, it seems like. And we're paying more for it, right? We're paying more.
Right.
We're paying $1 more or for each of those. If we wait, it'll go down to 1 and 2. $1 and $2.
Yeah. The only reason that we would do it now is for the movement, I think. If we were worried.
Right. Yep. Movement. Yep.
If we were worried about the Brown going into Washington D.C. or up to Boston, but like John said, I could buy St. Catharines and save the one in Boston right now.
Yeah, we have plenty of. We have plenty of room for the next slaves, the slave market.
If he buys the St. Catharines one now, though, Liberty Hill and Lane Theological will both be $1 next turn.
That's
So-
true.
Yeah.
Which
I'll
is
do
kind
that.
of nice.
I was yeah. Okay. Cool.
So $2.
Yep, $2. I saved the one in Boston,
Nice.
Nice.
Woohoo!
and that's the end of my turn.
We are a 16th of the way there, gentlemen, and we only have 7 more rounds left.
Well, getting a save on the first turn's pretty good, I think.
I think that's pretty good too. I'll take it.
Okay, so we're losing a token.
Slave market phase.
Oh, slave market phase, sorry.
Yeah, slave market phase. Well,
Do we care how these are filled?
no, I'm just gonna copy what you're doing on my end, basically.
I'm just going to kind of fill it back out. That's actually exactly what we did is,
Reset it back to how it was.
yeah.
Kind of makes it feel like we didn't do anything that round.
Okay, we got another 8 coming out.
Okay. And then, so yeah, now we're in the lantern phase. So we discard the last card, the Fair and Rights, good riddance.
Fair and right.
And then the other
Lose a
one
conductor.
slide down. Yeah, we do. Sorry. Yep. Lose a conductor token. Good call. So 3 left. And then we refill the market. Nice. I love John Greenleaf Whittier. Ripley, Ohio. That's another good one. Oh. And then we have Fugitive Slave Act. Up to 3 slaves in spaces next to slave catchers are captured.
John, read the second card you put out.
So the first one was John Greenleaf Whittier.
Yep.
The next one was Ripley, Ohio.
Okay.
And then Fugitive Slave Act. So we basically want to try to keep Fugitive Slave Act in the queue, or we want to try to get it back on top of the deck if possible.
Up to 3 slaves in spaces next to slave catchers are captured. So we can just make sure that it could be we have control over whether it's effective or not.
Right.
Well, and another thing is if at the if you know like when it gets up to your turn, Howard, or my turn, or really anybody's turn, we could actually just buy that card if no slaves have been moved yet.
Yep.
You know, because we're only going to lose 1 slave right now.
Yep.
So we may want to make that decision, but that's coming up.
Well, I don't want to spend $3 for it unless we have to.
Might be just something we think about for next turn.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So
Okay,
now.
and let's see. Conductor is first now,
Yep. Gotta move the marker.
which is me.
So what you doing?
So I'm just gonna grab a 3 for 1. Pay $2 for it.
Okay. Oh, and before we get too much further here, so after you bought that, I have you at $5, right?
After I bought it, no, I'm at 4.
At 4?
I had 6. Yeah.
Okay.
And did you roll?
I did not roll. Thank you. Come on. My favorite one. No. Okay. Blue, 3, white. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's in our face.
Wow.
He is now next to a slave.
Yes, he
So-
is.
And so there goes that strategy. So Howard, you're at 4 money. Eddie, I have you at 16. And
Yes.
I have myself at 6.
Yep, that's what I got too.
Yep.
All right. So what you doing, Eddie?
I think it's for the buying. Yes. I will buy a support token.
I think that's a good move. Nice. Gone.
And one of those movement,
Okay.
leaving me with 4 money.
Okay. And then I'm gonna buy that last fundraising token for $2.
Right.
And then it's
Okay, I'm
Howard's
so
turn.
glad we didn't. I'm so glad we didn't buy those 2 cards in dollar spot right now because This is gonna play out perfectly. I think. Okay. I don't like that blue.
But the one in Washington D.C. could pull him away. Um,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Very
Okay.
good call.
Okay, so wow, I keep checking. Like, I feel like there's more that should happen, but that's exactly right. Okay, so one free action, so he's gone, and then I already moved him, and then I'm gonna move two to come out to Charleston. That's my two. Then I'm gonna go one up the C route again and lose $1. Two, and then I'll move this guy again to try to set you guys up.
yep.
So that's another $1. So I'm back at 5. So that's my 3 movement plus my special movement, and I did get myself $1, so I'm actually at 6 for my beginning of this action phase, and then I'll use my token now. My what is it?
Fundraiser?
Fundraising. Yep, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And John, how rich do you feel? Or which one do you what would you rather have, John, Liberty Hill or Lane?
Mm.
And Eddie, I'm not asking you because you don't have money right now.
Right. And no way of getting money.
Right.
You're just broke, Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just gonna stay there and
I'll do what I can, is what I'll do.
So, yeah, Howard, if you want the discount, you can take it because I'm probably going to be able to fundraise more money than you were.
Okay, good point. Okay. All right, so I'll go for the Lane Theological Seminary for $1, and I'm of course going to go for the purchase for 8 gold or 8 money. So I'm down to 4, and we have another support token down, and I'm done.
Do you have a 2 movement from that card? Oh, it's or. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's or. John's taking the other one.
Yes. Nice. Okay, so it's my turn, right?
Yes.
I get my $1. And I guess I just better use my movement. I can help set John up for more fundraising. I guess that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah, that would make John happy.
Yeah, I thought it might. How about moving the one at C up to Boston?
Okay.
That gets me 2 and moves the brown one away, or towards him. Then I'll move the one in between North Carolina and Tennessee up to between North Carolina and Virginia. And I guess I'll use my ability to stop the brown one from moving back.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll move the one in Tennessee up to Kentucky, which pulls the yellow one in.
Tennessee, Kentucky. Here, okay. Got it.
And I think that's it.
And the red one should be with the yellow one.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm tracking.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and that was Eddie's 3 for 1. All right. And then my turn.
Yes. And I can I do have my special ability where I can stop your conductor tokens from affecting the slave catchers at all this turn.
Ooh.
Just as a reminder that that's out there. And I do start making more money once I use that.
So, wow, if you did that, let me see what I could do, because I'm going to have 5 movement. 1, 2.
And it's
3,
only
4,
conductor
5.
tokens. So
1, 2, 3, 4. So if you did that, I would end up with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd get $11 if you did that
sounds worth it.
for my fundraising. Let me see though. Hold on. Let me do one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oddly enough, I don't know if it is going to be worth it, because right now I can get 1, 2, 3. I can get 3 more spaces filled in. Yeah, shoot. You know what? It probably is worth it.
I think you'd be helping us set up for next turn too.
Yeah. All right, let's do
Clearing
it,
the
man.
market too. Yeah, I mean clearing the plantations.
If you're down with it, let's try it and see what happens.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
All right. He's flipping.
Yep.
Not the table. How much money did I start this round off? Was it 4? I feel like it was 4.
Yes,
dollars.
I have
You 4. Yep.
All right, so I'm gaining $1, and then I can move 2 slaves, 1 space each. So Howard, the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to take the North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee one and move them to Washington D.C. Yep. So that gets me $2.
Oh wait, the my power only works with conductor tokens.
Yep.
That was your special ability, right?
Yeah. So they still move right now, John.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Just kidding. Yeah, okay, so in that case, I think I got to use the conductor token first.
No, I think you can move one here, and then pull them in, and then you can move still with your 3.
I think I
If
want to
that's
use.
what you were doing.
Yeah, I want to use the conductor token first. Let's use that first.
Okay.
So I am going to do that same movement, but now it's
Okay.
with the conductor token.
Yep.
So I will take that $2. And then I'll move another one from that same plantation in Georgia up to North Carolina, Tennessee territory. Yep. That'll be 2. And then I'll move the one on the far left from Arkansas up to St. Louis. That'll be 3. And that's another $2.
Yep.
Okay. And then I have my 2 free movements. And then I'll just go from the middle plantation up and on the far left side up.
Wow. $14.
Yeah, but I'm not done yet. I can squeeze.
Okay.
Well, it's up to you. It's up to you guys. So when I buy Liberty Hill, I'm actually gonna get 2.
Oh. Wait.
2 more movements.
Do you have to use your token before you buy? I thought you did.
No, you can
Is
do
it-
them in
You
any.
can do either?
do them in any order.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So if I buy that card and do 2 more movements, I can basically get one more. I can get one more slave out of the plantation, but it's gonna bring red down and it's gonna bring brown down. So I don't know. I think it's worth it though. It's just it puts 2 slaves in danger. That's all. Oh, you know what?
They're all in
Shoot.
danger.
Yeah, but actually I can't do any more though. I am maxed out because if I bring in if I move that 1 slave up, to the North Carolina, Virginia area, and I bring in another one, the brown one's going to move twice.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's no point. So in that case, let's do this. So I'm still going to buy Liberty Hill for $1. And then I'm going to take the slave in Charleston and send them up on the ship for $1. And then I'll move a slave from that southern plantation to Charleston.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, let's just do that. And then I'm going to... wait a second. I screwed up my order of operations here.
You did the 2.
Yeah, but I can't do a fundraising token in the middle of this card. I need to fundraise first because I don't have enough money.
Well,
So
you didn't change anything, so you might
Yeah,
as well
yeah.
just get your 10.
yeah,
Same amount of money.
it didn't change anything. All right, so if you guys are cool with it, I'm just going to use the fundraising token.
Leave a comment if this annoys you.
Send it to John Weber. That's Jon. All right, so that gives me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I count up $10, right?
I have 17. You have 18, Eddie? I must have missed one.
No,
I have
no,
I-
10.
He's saying he has
count
$10 from that fundraising action.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 total.
Yeah.
Now.
Yep, 17 total. So then I'm gonna, for the last part of that card that was done out of order, I'm gonna spend the $10 on the fundraising token. Which, now at this point, for those of you that haven't played the game before, when the last fundraising support token for a period is bought, you pause the game temporarily. We're gonna remove the rest of the cards from the 1800s to 1839 period. We don't get to look at them. We don't know what they were. And now if anything requires any more cards, they'll be drawn from the next period. And all the tokens in the next period, the 1840 to 1859 period, are now available to us. So if I hadn't bought this card yet, and I could still buy another token, I could now get a token from that new period. But I can't. I am out of actions. That's it for me. So I'm done.
Okay.
In slave market
I think
phase.
that was the round. Yep, slave. Okay, so let's see. Now we did really good in this one. We're just 1 over at this. Yeah. No, sorry.
2 over, right?
So 2 over. Yeah, 2 over.
Are you splitting
I
them
just
up
kinda-
evenly?
Yeah, I have going from left to right 7, 4, 7. So
Nice. So we still haven't lost any slaves yet.
Nope.
Yeah, I'd say we're doing pretty good here, gentlemen.
don't hush
Knock
it.
on wood.
Hush it, John. Hush it. Why'd you say that?
It's all right. I got real wood in front of me, and I'm not making that innuendo. So calm down.
Okay. Eddie becomes first player.
Yep.
All right.
John, you do the refresh.
Oh yes. Sorry. So the cards slide down, and Fugitive Slave Act is now dangerously close to coming out. All right. So I did draw another opposition card. But I can't remember that ruling.
It's valid.
Sign the remaining
It's
card.
valid because you still it's a different draw.
No, yeah, you're right because it is a different draw. So we
Mhm.
do have 2 of them. Ah, it sucks.
It's only on the same draw, yeah, unfortunately.
All right.
What does he do?
So we now have
Oh.
John C. Calhoun. Northern blue cities bring in $1 less than normal. It's not the worst.
Yeah, I think again it could be worse. So if it's a good time for him to come out, I think. Still.
Yep. He does say he cannot be purchased, so
Right.
we do just have to let him slide out. So he's going to be with us for at least 2 rounds. Um, and then vigilance committees. So each player receives $3 from the bank when you purchase that card.
Which would basically be a selfless action from one of us if we bought it right now.
So that's why I say Eddie does it. I'm a team player, guys.
All right, and then I am meant to roll these dice now.
Yes.
Alright.
Not having a screen to show it on, I'll get my mic as close as possible, but
I'll simulate it.
all right. I got orange going 1 towards the black.
Alright.
All right, Eddie. What tokens would you like to purchase?
Oh, and did you get a new slave market card?
What's that?
Did you refresh the slave market card?
Oh, duh. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, it's only a 6er.
All right, so I am going to buy some tokens.
You know, since you're going first, Eddie, you might want to get a fundraiser.
Yeah, I think now would be a good time for it. Yeah, I'm definitely taking one of those.
All right.
And now I got to decide if the 2 for 2 is better, or 4 moving 1 space is better.
And the one thing to note for viewers at home here, when you do a 2 for 2 or a 3 for 2 action, when a slave actually moves 2 spaces rather than 1, you only interact with the city that you end up in. So if Eddie went through a couple cities that would gain him money, he would only gain money from the last city he entered, not from the other ones he moved.
And you only move slave catchers for the last city you land in as well, right?
Yep.
Correct. Yep. And you can move slaves. So we did look up this rule. You can actually hop over another slave or move through a slave with that 2 for 2 action, but you cannot move through a slave catcher.
Right. I think I'll go for the 2 for 2. I think that with my ability to stop the slave catcher from moving, so far, I think it might be a little better for me to move less people farther.
Yeah.
Than to move a whole bunch of people 1.
I like it.
So that's what I'm doing. 1 fundraiser and a 2 for 2.
All right.
And those are $3 now.
Yep.
And I got you at $4, Eddie?
Yes, $4 left.
All right. And I have myself at 2, 4, 6, 7.
I'm at 4.
You know.
Yeah, we know.
Look how broke ass.
I say also with $4.
Yeah, what do I want to do with all my money, gentlemen? It's hard to make a decision right now.
I say he buys vigilance committees.
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. I think I'm gonna leave that cheaper conductor token for you, Howard. And
You don't know what I'm doing.
Actually, it doesn't really matter because no matter what you do, you can only buy 1 conductor token. Right?
You can buy 2 of whatever. Oh, you mean with my money? Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm planning on doing I was gonna go for 4 for 1 and a fundraiser. That's what I'm.
All right. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna buy that 3 for 1.
Okay.
For $2. and then I'll spend another 3 to. Yeah, I'll get a 4 for 1. Unless you guys think that I should get a fundraiser, do you think I could probably get away with it and make a lot of money?
Yeah, I mean, I'm only planning on moving two spaces, and I think the ones that I'm going to move are going to be getting them towards Canada. So I,
Well,
I won't affect your fundraising that much.
so that's the question though: is do I want to fundraise or do I want to make a push and get a lot of people out? Right? Yeah.
We need to start pushing up north.
So you think I should buy a
So
conductor token?
I think so. Yes.
All right. I'll
Eddie
go
and I
that
both
route.
have. Eddie and I are both going to have fundraisers, so I think you going for it next round
Okay.
would be better.
I'll make a huge push for us.
Cool.
Oh wait! I have my special ability. During the planning phase, remove 1 slave from each of the slave market deliveries. Man, you know what? I wasn't paying attention. I should have done that last turn when we had the 8, the 7, and the 8 out. I don't know. What do you guys?
I mean, I think everyone counts. I don't know that.
Yeah, I'll save it. I'll wait. Okay, I'm done. We'll see
Yeah,
what
because you're going to
happens.
lose $1. I mean, no, you're going to lose a move once you do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think I gotta wait till the perfect moment to do that.
Okay, I'm getting a 4 for 1 and a fundraiser.
Okay.
So I'm down to $1.
That's all you need. All right. I'm going to fundraise first, I think. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which gets me $10.
Nice.
Fundraise first.
Oh, and I get
$10.
$2. I get $2 for my card, my ability.
Nice.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my move 2 slaves, 2 spaces each. And I think I'm going to jump the one from Charleston up to just above Boston, or I'm going to the one out at sea, to just above Boston, or I could move the one from Boston to within 1 of Canada.
I like you pulling that blue slave catcher further east because that
Yeah,
opens up the entire left side of the board.
yeah, yeah. I think so too. Okay, so the one at sea is going up to the space above Boston.
And you get another dollar that.
I would normally get $1, but John C. Calhoun is blocking me.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You guys can thank me for my mad card deck draws,
With my other 2, I think I'm going to move the one in Missouri up to almost Canada, and I can stop the red one from moving.
Oh, nice. That'll be awesome.
Do you want
That's
to?
what I'm thinking. Is do I want the red one to stay there, or would it be better if he moved one towards us? I think I can leave him there, and you guys will probably end up pulling him.
Yeah, leave him there because again, that just opens up that entire side of the board.
Yeah, I don't think that we'll have a problem getting him up in that area if we want him there later.
Agreed.
So I will stop him from moving. That's my 2 movements, and I'm done.
Card?
Oh yes. So the Greenleaf, is it adjacent cards, or just any 2 cards?
Any.
I could move Calhoun to the first space so he'd fall off this turn.
You can't because once you buy Greenleaf, there is no first space.
Okay, then I can move.
You
the
could
Vigilance,
exchange him in Ripley, Ohio, though.
but it would still take it till next turn because only one card falls off every turn.
Yep.
Well, so that's the question though, because you're gonna put him in front of Fugitive Slave Act.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So then I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be a fan of that because for me, if Ripley, Ohio cost $1 more, if I was going to use that card, like it wouldn't matter to me. I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, or I could just switch it with Fugitive Slave Act.
But then that means we have to deal with it now, right?
Well, what it means is that we'd get 3 rounds of John C. Calhoun rather than 2.
Hmm?
If I
Oh,
swapped it,
because somebody would buy Ripley, Ohio. Yeah,
Yep. and it'd still
right,
be, it wouldn't increase the cost of that.
Right. Actually, or why wouldn't you switch? What if you switch Fugitive Slave Act with Vigilance Committees? Because then that delays.
Oh yeah, and it's
Fugitive
basically the
Slave
same.
Act.
Yeah, it's basically the same effect.
It's
Okay.
the same thing.
Yeah, I like that. So I'm spending $1. I'm buying John Greenleaf Whittier, and
Okay.
swapping the Fugitive Slave Act with Vigilance Committee,
That works.
making Vigilance Committee slightly more appetizing.
I'm broke now, man. You're the one with the money. I don't know what you want from me.
And now I'm done.
John, make your magic.
I'm showing that he has a muted mic.
Oh. John, did you mute yourself?
Yeah, my wife
There you
doesn't
go.
want all the internet haters to get on her ass if she starts talking. Yeah, we're live. All right.
Hi, Kitty.
She can't hear you, son.
Relay
No.
the information.
Howard said hi. She says hi.
I say hi too.
Eddie
didn't
said
actually-
hi. She says hi, Eddie.
All right.
All right. Sorry, internet. I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this. Okay. Yeah, I think I can make this work. Okay, so I'm going to do my 2 slave movement action. I'm going to take the one in Washington, D.C.
Did you get your $1?
No, I did not.
yes.
Thank you. I'm rich.
You can afford Vigilance Committees.
That's right. Ooh, actually, I can afford Ripley, Ohio. Well, so Howard, one of us needs to buy one of these cards. Which one are you going to buy? You want me to save Ripley for you, so you get some more slave movement?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, because you're about to get a bunch of slave movement, so.
Yeah, I'm about to have a ton. Okay, I'll save that one for you. So in that case, I am going to do my special movement, move 2 slaves. I'm going to go Washington, D.C. to the one just above it, the open one above it. Yep. And then I'm going to move Arkansas to Missouri on the far left, which moves the purple token. So then I'm going to move...
And you didn't get $1 for that one in Pennsylvania, right?
That's right.
Well, thanks to good old John over there.
Yeah.
Jerk face.
Just look at him.
Yeah.
So smart.
He looks like he wants to choke me right now. I think he wants to punch me in the face.
That's probably historically accurate.
I think so. Yeah, he would not like me in real life. So I'm going to move this slave from North Carolina on the far right to Washington, D.C., which moves the purple back and the brown down, and I still get $2 for that.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, I had to declare how I'm moving these, right? so that
I
was
was
with
wondering
my
which one you're
3-for-1.
using.
Yeah, that was my 3
Okay.
for 1. Sorry. So that was 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was 1.
One, yep.
All right. And then let's see. Man, this is becoming a big brain burner here.
Howard's got a fundraising token, and you do too, I guess. Yeah, to set
Yep.
up.
So I think that's the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maximize all that right now.
Slaves
So
out.
yeah. So I'm gonna go.
I can do that too. So
I'm gonna go Charleston to 1 north to North Carolina. Which pulls the red dude down. That's 2. And then I'll move 1 from Plantation to Charleston. That's 3. Alright, now for the 4 for 1. I'm going to move a slave on the far left to Arkansas there. That's 1. And now I'm... Oh, shoot, but I'm in the middle of the action. So hold on. Take that back. Because I want to use my... Oh, wait, what am I talking about? I don't have a fundraising token. Okay, I'm just maximizing for Howard.
Oh, I might not have gotten rid of.
Ah, shoot. Yeah, I didn't plan that out then.
Same team, John. Same team.
Yeah. All right. So that one is gonna go. So that one from Texas there, he's gonna go to Arkansas. That'll be 1. And then for 2, I'll send the one in St. Louis up north, directly north. For 3, I'll send the one from Tennessee to St. Louis, which pulls the purple.
It gives you 2.
Yeah. And then
You want to save the one in Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yeah, that would allow us to pull the red slave catcher. All right, I'll do that. Free him.
Yeah. 2.
All right.
Was that third movement?
I think that was 4.
That was 4.
That's 4. Okay.
Howard, on that plantation in Florida, how many slaves do you have on there right now?
6. 6.
6. Okay. I'm trying to keep track of mine. Okay, and then I'm gonna buy vigilance committees for $2, but it gets me 3, so I gain $1, and you guys each get 3.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. That's team spirit right there.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie, you got a lot of money.
I know. It's almost like the first turn again.
2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah? Yeah, I'll do it in a second. Okay. Is it good?
Made me cry.
We just got the new Tinkerbell Never Beast movie, and my family's been watching it while I've been busy doing, some real important work here.
Yep. History
Yeah,
changing.
I don't know what's more important than freeing slaves, Howard. But if you can think of something, let us know, please.
Insensitivity.
The Legend of the Never Beast. Hello. Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast, actually. You'll know it soon enough, John. Don't worry.
Yep, I know.
All right. So let's see. 2 free. Let me get my dollar. And my 2 free movement. So I'll do. Going up to Wisconsin to pull the red back up. Man. I think I'm going to move this guy up for $1. So that's my 2.
Where was that?
And then move the Charleston guy. And then for four for one. I'll do.
You know, Howard, if you move the one on the far east coast there up to Maine, it'll pull the yellow, and then you can get another one out to that southern spot to get another dollar for your fundraising.
Okay, good point. I only did. I haven't done any yet, right?
Yeah.
So 1. 2. Uh, 3. And I guess I'll move this guy up to give me at least $1.
To Boston.
To Boston. We got 2 in Boston. This guy moves up. And I'll use my fundraiser token. 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Nice.
Eddie and I are both in the money.
Yes, we are.
All right. Is that it, good sir?
So,
Were you going to get the Ripley, Ohio card?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Nice. Oh, you can get 2 more. You can get another slave out before you use that fundraising token.
Before I use the fundraising?
Yeah, because you can.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't
you could
move
get-
slave catchers.
You could get another $1 basically. Well, it's going to cost you $1, so it breaks even.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it as much. Okay, I'll get that. So before I use my fundraiser, I'll move that and that. How's that look?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And it wasn't about the money, it was about freeing the slaves.
It always is.
You're a good man, Howard.
So I have myself at 15.
Yep.
Okay.
How much?
15?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, Eddie just wanted to know so he can tell you that he has more.
I mean, it's.
I can't even count what Eddie has. It's just a bunch of money over here.
In 1850 bucks.
That is a lot of money.
All right, and then it's
Yeah, so I bought that. Okay. And it's back to John.
I think it's a slave market.
Oh, yeah, slave
Yeah.
slave market.
Slave market.
And
Wow, I think.
you're bringing out 7?
Yep. And I got 9, 4, and 7.
Yeah.
That's how I have it. Or do we want more in Texas? Maybe in Texas?
Yeah, I think we should go for that. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but we'll see.
Probably doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Hopefully Brian Mayer doesn't end up watching this because he's probably already thrown up like 4 times. Sorry, Brian. We're trying. Your game is hard.
Well, if he wants to tell us how to win this, just leave a comment below.
That's right.
I like that.
No, you don't understand. You never add more slaves to Texas.
That's right. It's the worst one. You guys are idiots. Okay, so I'm going to move the slave cards over, or the abolitionist cards over, and I'm pulling out 3 new ones. We have Bleeding Kansas is the first one. That's a good one. Anthony Burns is the second. And Lincoln Douglas debates is the third. Ooh. We need Lincoln Douglas debates to get into one of those dollar slots. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, dude, look at Bleeding Kansas. So, for those of you at home that can't read this, Bleeding Kansas says, move 2 slaves from southern spaces to a large northern city with no effect, and discard any abolitionist cards remaining in the $2 or $3 spots.
I was hoping you were going to leave it at just, for those of you at home that can't read this, it's awesome.
I'm nice to the internet. Okay? Remember that, internet.
Wow.
Ah, man, we just missed out on that one.
No kidding.
Okay. And then, let's see.
Oh my
You got the slave market card out? Yep. And so now we gotta roll the die. And I'll be first player next turn. Oh, so wait, I'll roll the die on my end then, since I'm now first player. Oh, shoot, that's no good. So we're going to move red or orange 2 spaces east, which means the slave in North Carolina is now captured. And now, when a slave is captured, it's your, at least it's always my inclination to put it into the lost slaves up top, but it actually goes back on the slave market card. So next turn, we're going to get 1 more slave coming out.
Yes, and when it's
one from every market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's when we have to fill the plantations and have no room that they become lost.
Yes.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well,
Still
that's why you don't have me roll the dice, gentlemen. I hope you learned your lesson.
I can't believe we have 6 support tokens to get here. That John C. Calhoun was way more worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, he's cost us probably a support token worth of money.
Yep.
I would just, yeah, he's a real jerk. Man, John C. Calhoun. Okay, so guys, I'm thinking I should get a fundraising token.
Probably.
Since we're doing pretty well there. And then I'll actually be able to help out and buy a support token on an additional turn. So I'm going to just get I'm going to buy man. I guess I could buy a 4-for-1. I'm going to do that. 4-for-1 in a fundraiser. So I have myself at $5.
Yep. So I got you at okay. So, and I'm buying a support token, of course, but I was going to get the $2 one. Need to be conserving now, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm spending 10 to get a support token, and then 2 more to get the 3-for-1.
I could, if I did nothing else this turn, get 2 support tokens this turn. But that would be basically passing my turn and having no money next turn. So
You have 18, right? Did you get 2 more?
Yeah, I'll get 2 more during my turn,
Oh.
which would let me buy Lincoln Douglas debates and get another one for basically full cost.
Oh, gotcha.
So I could get
Okay.
2, but I don't know if we're that desperate right now. We can just
No,
wait
we
till
need to
next
take
turn.
advantage of that
Something.
3. That
Yeah.
we're so strapped for cash at this point, I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying 1 support token.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my count of support tokens left for our current period of time is
4.
4.
Yes.
Yep.
And then I'll take a 2 for 2.
Okay.
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 All right, then it's my turn.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thanks to John C. Calhoun. I think I want to move that 1 slave to Rochester and take $1 for that.
Wait. Where?
Oh, wait. Hold on. I should probably fundraise first because I don't think I'm going to get any more slaves out. So yeah, let me do that. I'm going to fundraise first. I do get $1 during the action phase, so I'll take that. I'll fundraise second. And that gets me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Yep.
All right. Then I'll play my 4 for 1. And the first one up north in Pennsylvania is going to go to Rochester, which is the starting yellow slave market space. It's in the middle towards the East Coast.
Right here? Rochester?
On the it's up near Canada, kind of on the right of the board.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a yellow
okay.
yellow
Oh,
state.
got it. You get $1. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get $1. The yellow slave catcher will move a little over. And then that was 1. Does anybody else have a fundraising token? Was I the only one?
You were the only one. We both bought support
You're
tokens.
the only one.
Okay. So then in that case, I'm going to just start getting some more slaves out. So I'm going to move the 1 between North Carolina to Washington, D.C. for another 2.
Oh.
I'll move the 1 from St. Louis directly north for 3. And that moves the blue. And then I'll take the 1 from Charleston down south and put them out on the boat for $1. And that's my 4, and then I have 2 free movements from my special ability.
Yep.
So the 1 slave I put in Rochester, I'm going to send them to Canada.
Yep.
And then I'm going to send that other one from Minnesota to Canada.
Nice.
Did you go? Quarter of the way there.
Yep. And
Cool.
oh man. Hold on a tick. Put the 1 back to Minnesota.
Oh no, that's terrible for him.
I thought I was free.
Ha ha ha. You thought wrong. Um, I need some more money because if I get some more money, this sounds really crazy, but I could actually buy 2 support tokens next turn. If you guys,
We need to do it.
should I go for it?
Sure.
All right. Send the one. All right, one of them's gonna go to St. Louis. Do you guys have a preference?
This one, the one in Arkansas.
All right, do it.
So,
I don't know if we're going to be able to clear, or how much we're going to be able to get off the plantations this turn.
Yeah. John, do you want to use your special ability?
I can't. I would have had to use it during the planning phase.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's already used the movement too.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I have myself, just to double check with you guys, I have myself at 10, 12, 14,
Yeah, you're at
16,
20.
18, 20. I have myself at 21.
21?
Do you guys have me at 20?
I have 20.
Okay, then I probably...
Toothpaste all over his hand.
I told you up front that I was a cheater, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I got that out of the way already.
I didn't believe you until right now.
Yeah, obviously.
But now I see it.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to accept some losses here with the slaves. We can probably free up a few spaces, but man, right now we have a great opportunity to pull the blue slave catcher to the right, free some slaves on the left. I mean that's an opportunity that's tough to pass up.
I mean, I know we all want to be. They would give you 18 lost slaves for a reason, right? And at the end of the day, if you say it's just a game, it's just a game, and
so Howard, if I look,
we're gonna have to lose a few. And,
if I look you up at Ancestry.com, I think I know where your family tree is leading. I think it's going right to John C. Calhoun. You know.
I'm thinking of the greater good here, okay?
He's the Calhoun from way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Calhoun did. I did remember hearing about Calhoun transitioning into Lee at some point.
He had to go into hiding.
Yeah, this is my lineage.
Yeah, he didn't want people to know that at some point in his family lineage, that somebody got it on with an Asian. And then here comes Howard. Actually, it really would be quite ironic if you actually did go up there. And it'd be pretty fitting, I think. I don't know.
I've been trying to grow my hair out like John C. Calhoun, actually, just in honor of my ancestry.
Yeah, you need to work on your crazy face too. Apparently.
Your scowl.
Yeah, your scowl. I'll hold him up there.
Oh.
Get that mug on camera.
I'm up, right?
Are you going to buy a card?
Oh, yeah, John.
No, because I'm gonna be crazy and get 2 support tokens on my turn. Potentially.
Yep.
Potentially, we'll see.
Okay. So, I only have pretty much 5 movement, so I need to use it wisely or try to set you up, Eddie. So...
Howard, if you wanted to take a minute and look at the board, now could be a moment to use your special ability. If you think you could get enough slaves out, I mean, but if it's going to be...
Another thing I was thinking about that's possible for us to do is set up to buy the Fugitive Slave Act so it doesn't hurt us too bad. Because I was planning on my turn moving my actions would move the blue one farther would move the blue to Detroit, which would have nothing next to him. And then if we I mean, the Browns in a bad place. The Browns in a really bad place.
Yeah, Howard could try to get those two out of Boston though. Actually, if Howard put the one in Maine to Canada, you could use your 2 for 2 to bring one of them out of Boston, and he could bring the other one out of Boston one space. So you could use your 2 for 2 to jump ahead. That'd be a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, the one move I was planning was moving the one out at sea up to the blue space up there.
Man, so right now
And then I'd have one more.
right now we have 5 potential slaves that could be captured by the Fugitive Slave Act.
Well, I think these two can be taken care of. The brown is the one that's kind of throwing me off right now.
Right.
Yeah, maybe it's not worth worrying about this turn. It's not going to fall off until next turn. Maybe it's not worth trying to work a turnaround yet. Especially if you can save more or set up something better.
I'm trying to figure out if it's more important to clear out the north so that we can get some of these other, because the red one, I keep looking at the red, and the only position we have for the red to get pulled back is here in Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have the plantation problem where we can't
So
do anything about
don't forget the slaves in the Washington D.C. area. They can pull that blue guy over. So
Yeah.
you can send one up the west side, and then blue will come back, and then you bring one of them in Washington D.C. out, and blue will go back over. You can kind of do that tug and pull kind of thing.
Do I need to do my 5 right now? With special?
It's anytime during
I go down to 1 space. Yeah, during my action phase.
Yeah. I would say that's the toughest decision right now. The thing is,
we may need it next turn to try to deal with the Fugitive Slave Act.
Right. Right. I'm almost thinking maybe you don't use it because we still haven't lost any slaves yet. So
Eddie, I have 5 movement. I'm thinking move one of these up here to pull the blue away.
Mm-hmm.
And then move one up here. And then with my 3, I'll do 1, 2. I don't know if that helps. Never mind. Well, so 1, 2, and I don't know if I need to clear out this guy. I can save one of them to start clearing them out, or I can move the blue back this way. Well, yeah. Yeah, I can actually move the blue 1 space total this way. And then I don't know how that sets you up. Where were you thinking about going?
I had been thinking the one at sea going up to the space above Boston. The other movement was kind of up in the air.
Oh, to pull the blue in some more.
Yeah, but that was to pull the blue in. But if you can do it with another movement, that would probably be better.
Okay, well I'll just go then. So 1.
while you do that, Howard, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back.
2.
And he wants me to.
And then 1, 2.
Mommy,
What?
look what Didi wants to do. He wants to pick this off the shelf.
3.
He made me have to wash it.
Okay.
I need you to do this for him.
Oh, and then I still have 2 more. No, I already did it. Right? 1, 2, 3, and then I did the 1, Oh, I gave myself too much movement earlier when I was planning, Eddie. The blue ended up in the same spot, but I just kind of cleared out the south a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that yeah, I can pull blue over one still.
Okay.
I think that's still one of my best moves anyway.
Okay. And do I need to get a card? What's Anthony Burns do? Move one slave from a large northern city directly to Canada. Do we want to do that right now?
Could help a little bit with the Boston situation, especially if we are having a hard time getting them out of there for the Fugitive Slave Act.
Yeah.
Clearing out that space around Brown.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
I'll go ahead and get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like no money that turn though, which is what sucks. Okay.
Like John C. Calhoun.
Oh. At least he's leaving. Sad to see him go. I haven't seen him in my family albums in a
Yeah.
while. So.
My turn.
What am I doing here? He's going. Okay.
All right, so I got my $2 for my ability. I will move the one at C up to the space right above Boston, which pulls the blue to Detroit. Then for my second action, well, yeah, we're going to lose a lot from this slave market card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks to use a 2 movement, getting someone out of the plantation, but I don't think there's really a better move. I don't want to lose. If we can lose one less, I think it would help.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thinking here.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. It pulls purple in. And then yeah, I guess it's not really worthwhile for me to buy either of those cards. We might get some more opposition cards next turn, and then Bleeding Kansas would be a lot more useful.
Did Howard buy a card on his turn?
Yeah, about the freed someone, the Canada.
Anthony Burns.
Anthony Burns, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy a card. Bleeding Kansas could be a lot better next turn
Yeah.
if we draw an opposition card.
Yep.
So then I'm done.
So that was our turn.
Slave market phase. This ain't gonna be pretty.
Well, at least we're losing Calhoun. That bastard.
Silver lining. So we lost 5.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, we gained a slave that last time, so we lost 4, right?
Yeah. 5.
Oh, we lost 5. Oh,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 4 cards left. Another 6er. I can't believe that's actually good news.
4 cards left. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
That is not the attitude I'm looking
Yeah, man, I just feel like we're so far away right now.
Calhoun's
for,
gone.
John.
All right, well, let's find out what's coming in. Time to draw from the deck. We have Oberlin, Ohio, and gag rules. Oh, dude, that was the worst one we could have got. Oh, man.
What?
Gag rules. We got another.
We don't have that many options. Yeah, crap.
Yeah, because I was just gonna buy. Oh man.
We can get rid of it this turn with Bleeding Kansas, though.
Yep.
So we only have to deal with it this one turn.
The problem is. Oh, discard any abolitionist cards remaining in the 2 or 3 spots. Oh, okay, so with Bleeding Kansas, we get to choose. Okay.
Is it just one or is it all?
No, I read that as we get to choose. Let me check the rule book.
Oh wait, abolitionist cards. Are those the good cards?
No, abolitionist cards are just, it's referring to any cards in the
cards.
queue.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if it has anything extra though, just to make sure we're not missing something.
And discard any abolitionist cards remaining. So all of them would go away.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it reads that way because of the or at the very end.
It says and. Oh. Discard any abolitionist cards remaining in the 2 or 3 spots.
I think he's saying it would say and if it was.
Yeah.
Right, and then the rule book adds one additional sentence. It says any cards removed are not triggered. So that leads me to think that because of the word any, like how they're using it, you get to choose basically.
So I choose $3 spot.
And if we're wrong, shut up, Internet. This game is hard enough as it is.
Yeah, you won't say anything, Brian Mayer.
Yeah, that's right. So, sorry, what did you say, Howard?
He said he chooses the 3 spot.
Yeah, I choose 3.
Yeah, right. So, how much money do you guys have? Because I stepped away for a minute.
7.
And Howard?
Oh, I thought I muted myself. I have $1.
$1. Ooh, that hurt. That hurts.
I may need
Fundraising.
Yeah.
fundraising. Yes. Thank you. So that I can do something this turn.
Okay, so Howard, you're gonna get the fundraising token then?
Yeah, if you guys are okay with it.
Oh, he's got to roll first.
Yeah, roll first.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a good roll.
One towards white.
Yep.
Yeah. So, are we in planning phase right now?
Not yet.
Well, after the roll of that, the planning phase starts.
Okay. So, John, use it or lose it.
Yep. I think now's a good time to use it, right, guys?
I mean, yeah. The only bad thing about it is you getting 1 less free movement every turn.
Yeah.
How many slaves are coming out next, Howard? Including the one?
7.
7.
That includes the one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not going to be able to buy like any tokens this turn. So we're going to lose a bunch of slaves.
You want to use it?
I'm leaning towards using it. I'm just seeing what happens.
Yeah, I think it could be worth it.
All right, let's do it. Flip me over.
Used.
Again with the sexual innuendos.
What? You hear how you want to hear it, John.
Howard's slow on the take. It's okay, Howard. All right. What are you? You're getting the fundraising token,
Yep.
Howard.
Wait, what's 10 minutes after we watched like.
And Eddie, what are you going for? I say you. It doesn't matter what you pick because I'm buying a support token and then I'm done.
Yeah.
So,
I think I'll go for the more small movement over the fewer this turn.
So
I'll do
4 for 1.
the 4 for 1.
4 for 1.
All right. And support token for me.
So, Didi, I can Mickey Mouse and.
The good news is though, if I purchase the Lincoln Douglas debates, I can get another support token gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or what we can get another movement or something if we really need it.
Yep. Yeah, with the Oberlin.
Yeah, Oberlin. All right, Howard's first.
Yeah. I'm thinking I need to think of the Fugitive Slave Act. Should I go ahead and use my, hang on. Alright. I'm thinking about using my special power too.
Oh, so do you think one of us should buy the Fugitive Slave Act then?
Oh,
Is that what you're
maybe if we need to, we could just try to set it up.
Actually, we're not. If we move the purple token, we're actually really close.
Yeah, we lose 1.
Yeah, we would lose 1 slave if the purple token moved. That's going to be tough to pull off, though.
So I can get a total of 7 movements if I use my special now. And I'm thinking about moving these guys up. So 1, 2, and then maybe clear both of them. And moving this guy up. And then I have 2 more movement, and I could start moving some of these guys. And then you guys, I'll let you guys figure out the rest of it. but this is the congestion, right? Is that what do you guys think? Is that our riskiest spot?
If I were you, Howard, I would maximize your money right now. That's what I would do if I were you.
Yeah.
I feel like in the best case scenario right now, we're going to lose 1 to the Fugitive Slave Act.
Right.
Because I feel like either purple or brown is going to take 1.
Yeah. I think brown is almost inevitable.
Oh, we get money for the northern
yellow's gonna
cities
be-
again.
Yeah.
Yellow is going to be tough to avoid, too. But yellow's possible. Yellow can get pulled. I would say Howard should just maximize his money. Yeah. Yeah, Howard, I'd say execute your plan that you came up with. Try to get as much money as you can. And then if Eddie can figure out how to buy the Fugitive Slave Act, we leave it up to him.
Oh, yeah, just leave it up to me.
Yeah,
all
that
you,
way we
Eddie.
can blame. That way we can blame you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Politics.
We talked about this at the beginning, Eddie.
I thought we
Don't
did.
be surprised about this.
Yes, he obviously wasn't listening.
I'll admit I wasn't, but I still think it's unfair.
Okay. So 1, 2.
I feel like at
And
this
that's
point,
$1
Brian
each.
Mayer is now drinking heavily, in danger of cirrhosis of the liver, and cursing at his screen.
Saying, no, no. They're not getting it at all.
You fools! This game was set up perfectly for you.
No.
So I'll use my special ability now.
No, not like that.
Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8.
You mean like this?
1, 2.
No.
No, no, 1.
Oh, man. No, I can't.
If you were able to clear out the one next to yellow, I think I can make it so that we only lose 1 to the Fugitive Slave Act
Ooh.
by just moving the one in Washington, D.C. to the left.
Here?
Yeah, that would pull purple to him.
Oh,
He would be lost.
brilliant.
He'd be lost to the Fugitive Slave Act, but he'd be the only one if you can get rid of the one next to yellow. If you can save the one next to yellow.
But there's 2 next to yellow.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, but minimize the loss, right? Get one of them to Canada.
So I still have 4 more. Figure out if I can get. What if I did 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and I haven't been giving myself money. 1. I think that was it. 1.
How much do you have?
4. And then if I use my fundraiser, oh man, we still have 4 of those left. Jeez. 2, 4, 6. I only get 7. Should I use it now?
I mean, if you use it now, you'll have enough to buy a support token next turn.
Right. And that's it.
How much money do you have right now, Howard?
I have 4.
What?
If I save it, I can at least. I think we can at least get more. Maximize it because we're so strapped for cash right now. I just don't want to waste a fundraiser.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see.
I would agree with that because we had to waste those fundraisers at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Or, oh no, we didn't. We were able to save them. That's right.
I mean, I think we used them effectively, but still, we had to grab them quick.
Right, we had to grab them a lot faster.
Yeah. So, do you want me to buy the Bleeding Kansas?
You could, yeah, and put people in Boston.
or Chicago.
Yeah, or Chicago. Yeah, if I move purple away.
Well, purple doesn't go to Chicago.
I mean, but it's next to it for the fugitive slave act.
Oh no, well, no, it's not connected.
Yeah, that's how I was. Okay,
You
yeah,
know
then the Okay, yeah, that's how I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
then.
because it's 2 spaces away, right?
Howard, if you get Bleeding Kansas, what you need to do is you need to get a slave on the ship, if you can, for Eddie, because then that can move the
On the
brown.
ship?
Yeah, that can move the brown slave marker, if
Wait,
possible.
Bleeding Kansas just moves them
Oh,
moves 2
shoot.
slaves from southern spaces to a large northern city with no effect.
Yeah, shoot, that doesn't help us.
I think it helps open up. I can open up some of the bottom because you guys don't need fundraisers. So if we
Right.
can open up some of the bottom, we can clear up, at least get some slaves off of the plantation, and then and we can move them to Chicago, and that's only 1 space away from Canada.
Yeah, I would move those 2 that are by the red, because then that potentially minimizes what we're going to lose, right? Yeah.
These 2.
Yeah, because those are the only 2, well, besides the one in North Carolina, those are the only 2 that are in danger of being captured.
Okay, and
because
gag
of
rules
the
is
Fugitive
gone.
Slave Act. All right. So that was $1. So you're at $3.
Yep.
All right.
And where we move them up to? Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Man,
Decisions are killer right now.
this is
Like stressed out, man.
Yeah.
All right, it's my turn.
Yep.
All right, I get my $2.
Oh,
Uh,
dang, Eddie, we are so close.
You know what? I
being
didn't get
able
my
to leave
dollar,
only
so
one
I'm actually at
city.
4. Sorry, guys.
Talk about cheating.
Yeah, I know.
so I think if I move the one in Cincinnati up 1, it sacrifices him to the purple one. Let me just play this out. So I move the one in Cincinnati up 1.
You can't, because the slave catcher is there.
Can you not move them in there if it would?
No. I don't. Gosh, that's a really good question. I don't think you can. Quick rules don't really mention it. I'll look in the rule book really quick while you think about
Yeah,
it.
I'm looking too. If a slave catcher moves into a space in which there's a slave, that slave's captured and placed on the bottom. If there's multiple placed, he gets all of them. Players may wish to sacrifice a slave so that others may make their way towards freedom.
Okay.
So what I was going to do is move that slave up there. It would sacrifice him to the purple one. Move the one in Washington, D.C. up to... Oh, wait, sorry. First... Oh, okay,
Wait.
there's 2 there.
See what you
We
can
don't have
do,
anything
though.
in DC.
No,
do
never
we?
mind.
So hold
Oh, wait,
on though, because Cincinnati can move. Oh, but if Cincinnati moves to Chicago, the red one follows. Ah, crap.
No, but I can stop the red one from moving.
Oh, with your special ability?
1 less space.
So if Cincinnati moves to Chicago, it's going to pull blue. So all you got to do is figure out how to get blue back over. And then you got to figure out how to get brown back over.
So we don't. Do we have one in Washington D.C.? I might have missed something.
No, I moved him out, and I moved one in Washington D.C. north because I
Okay.
moved some of these out, and then I moved a guy up here, so that pulled the slave catcher over. So the slave catcher is actually in DC right now.
Okay. All right. I think I'm caught up. So it'd be one movement to move to Chicago. I'd have 3 left.
Yeah, or we just sacrifice that one because the 2 in Chicago are currently okay.
Not if the Cincinnati moves there.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. It's just
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
forget you can do Oberlin too. So you
Yeah.
technically you can move them. You can move a slave token twice, which I think makes a difference for us potentially.
so. Who is in danger right now from the Fugitive Slave Act? Is it just the one in St. Louis?
No, we have 4 of them from what I can see.
1, 2.
Because the card
3.
reads up to 3 slaves in spaces next to slave catchers.
So we have 1, 2. That's it. Oh no, 3.
I count 4. Straight
Okay.
north of Washington D.C.
Oh, yeah, 4.
So St.
Okay,
Louis.
wait. Here's the rules in the rule book on that card. For Fugitive Slave Act, slaves not connected to the slave catcher's path can be captured. If it is the last round of the game and there are no slave market cards left, the slaves are returned to the plantations.
Okay, so the ones in St. Louis, Chicago.
Yeah, so
Cincinnati.
it's adjacent cities, and you don't follow the slave catcher movement rules.
What?
Yep. So all 4.
Yeah.
So you have to follow the paths, though. You still have to follow the paths. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still only 4.
So
Okay.
Chicago is under threat from the purple one.
No, because there's no direct path from Purple to Chicago.
Isn't there from Newport to Chicago?
That's 2 hops though. There isn't a single hop.
Yeah, that's 2. That's 1, 2. There's nothing.
Oh no. Okay, I had purple in the wrong place too.
Yeah, so the spaces the slaves are in have to be connected to the slave catchers. So it has to be a single hop, and you don't follow the paths. So the ones in Chicago should be safe because that's 2
Yep.
hops.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So I still only count 4. So the question is, can you minimize those 4? And I don't know if there's a good way we can.
No. I mean, I can, as I said, stop one piece or one slave catcher from moving 1 space.
Well, in that case, you could save the one next to New York and move them into New York. I don't know how much.
Or you can do the Cincinnati into Chicago and not move the red.
Yeah, but Blue's gonna move over, and then you threatened 2 more slaves. Which you can move them to Canada, and then they're no longer threatened. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world.
So you move these 2 to Canada?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, shoot. Man, everything is just so close here.
You can go.
Actually, that's one. So if you moved the one next to New York into New York and pulled Brown over
And blue.
and Blue, then that only leaves 2 slaves that are threatened, including the one in New York would still be threatened for 3, but then with the Oberlin card, you can move that one in New York straight north, and then we would still only have 2 slaves that are threatened.
And then I could do the Cincinnati to Chicago thing and stop the red from moving.
Right. Oh,
And
and we only have 1.
It would just pull blue back to where it is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I have 4 movement. I'll move the one next to New York into New York.
And that gets you $3 too.
Yep, $3. Pulls brown and blue.
Brown and blue.
I'll move the one in Cincinnati up to Chicago and stop the red from moving. But it pulls the blue back. And I get $2.
Wow. And you have 2 more movement, right?
Yep. I can pull off plantations too.
Yeah.
So we do have the space for it.
As long as it doesn't pull any slave catchers.
Nope, none of them pull. Only the brown. Oh, the
I could
brown
do
would pull.
Charleston.
The brown would pull away from New York.
Yeah, he would grab the one in North Carolina. But I mean, but we were saying I can move the one from New York with the Oberlin card. So I can still stop him from getting captured.
Are we wanting to use Oberlin for the 4-for-1?
Oh,
If we wait, that's $7 discount.
Yeah.
Well, I guess really 5, but
Well, hold on. Finish out your movement here, because you got 1 more for your 4-for-1, right?
2 more. I think I moved the one into New York and I moved the Cincinnati to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
You
you still have
didn't
2.
do the Charleston yet.
Yeah, I will do the one to Charleston.
All right.
And then I can do one from the Alabama, Mississippi plantation up to Tennessee.
Yeah,
You
so
still
now
have
the
your
question...
2-for-2 though, right? Or is
Oh
that
yeah,
not-
yeah. That would he would be under threat from the red one. Yeah,
Do you
I
still have
can't.
a 2-for-2 token?
No, that was
No.
last turn.
Okay, that was last turn. I didn't take it off. Okay.
Okay, I'm taking back the one from Tennessee. I can't move anybody else out of the plantation that wouldn't be just captured with the Fugitive Slave Act.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The one in Charleston's fine, but anybody else would be captured.
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well send somebody to Canada.
Yeah. I'll clear out somebody in Chicago.
All right.
Sweet.
Then I could buy, but I don't think it's.
Oh, John, you only have 1 movement.
Hey, does this go to something?
Yeah, I'm going to be of, like, no help at all on my turn.
You can move New York up.
Oh, so just not buy the card, just let it fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can move that one up north and get an extra $1.
Eddie, did you want to buy anything?
I don't think it's worthwhile for me to buy one yet.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm not going to buy one.
So, John, you're going to do your 1?
Ah.
Well, you get $1.
Yeah. So I get $1. And I think I need to do that movement. It would be dumb not to. So that gets me $1.
So we only lose 1.
And moves
That's
yellow.
awesome, though.
We only lose 1, and I can actually buy Lincoln Douglas debates and save $1 on a support token.
Yeah.
Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 8, 9. And then I would still have $3.
Is there any
left.
reason to, though?
Yeah, because I could get a better support token next turn. Well, I don't know how much we care about that.
You can get a better support token.
Yeah, because I'd have $3 left over next turn, so I could get a purple support token. If I paid for the support token with $10, I would only have $2 left.
Well, I get you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is one cheaper for him.
yeah.
Right. I don't know, but I see what you're saying, Howard, because if we save that Lincoln Douglas debates gets really good next turn.
Well, we're gonna be able to clear out this period next turn, and there's no way we can advance in this turn. So I don't know what that buys us right now.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'll wait. I agree. I don't think I'm really going to get anything good for it.
Okay, slave market.
Slave market phase. How many do we lose?
4. So we're at 9.
Alright, all the plantations are full.
Daddy, time that.
And then the triggered card takes place, and the slave is captured, so he'll come back out next round. And then those 2 cards slide down, and we get 3 new ones.
Oh, hey guys, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Sorry.
No problem. All right, one more, Eddie. One more card draw. No opposition cards. Yes.
So what did we get?
Nice. We got Henry Box Brown, John Brown, and Harriet Tubman. Holy cow, man! We got 3 cards that are gonna allow us to buy tokens.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I'm almost wondering if I just save my money instead of buying a support token right now and just use one of the cards instead.
Okay, I'm back. So we're losing the slave, right? That triggered, didn't it?
Yes.
So does he go to lost or does he go to
Captured.
He's captured. He goes to the market card.
market? Okay, so we're back at 7. So thanks to John.
Yep, you can thank me again.
Cards up already?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have Henry Box Brown, John Brown, and Harriet Tubman. And then, Eddie, it's your turn to roll.
Yes.
Ready?
Orange 2 to the black.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's another one captured.
Okay, we're at 8 now.
That hurts. We're like teetering right on the brink here. And we have no more fundraising token. Oh, Howard has a fundraising token though.
Yes. Yeah, that's one reason it would be nice to unlock the next level. But
Right.
I
So what are you doing, Eddie?
think I'm just gonna buy some movement.
Mommy.
I would appreciate you leaving me the $2 one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the 4 for 1.
Okay.
I can take the 2 for 2 too, right? Or
Yeah.
one of the last ones. I think that would leave us each one to have still. Okay.
Yep. And then my turn. So the question is, do I purchase a support token? Because I can use a card to get a support token.
I think you
Anyway.
should just use the card,
Yeah.
unless there's another card you think would be better to have. I mean,
Save
you
the
could just-
money.
it'd be great if you could do both, but
No,
Well,
like
we
I-
need 3.
Mhm.
We need 3 to get to the next one. So, John, if you buy one now, I'm about to get one, and I can get be able to pick up $2 more or $3 more.
Yeah, you're guaranteed with your fundraising token to generate enough money to be
So-
able to buy one. And then
So
with
we
the
can get out of this
discounted
period,
card-
this phase, but you need to
Right.
buy one now.
So then, well, no, but so here's the thing though, Howard. Eddie, so you could buy Lincoln Douglas debates and get a discount, and then you
Mhm.
already have a fundraising token, so that pretty much guarantees you.
I don't have a fundraising
Mhm.
token.
You don't have it right, but sorry, that guarantees Howard. Eddie we could save Oberlin, Ohio for Eddie at that $4 discount, so he
I'd be
buys
at-
one.
I'll be at $7 on my turn with the 2 that I get.
1, 2,
I
3,
think-
4, 5. You're right, and that's enough with Oberlin, Ohio to get a support token. So that's 2, and then I already have enough, so that's 3. So why
And
wouldn't
Eddie's
I?
got a bunch of movement, so he can get money by moving to Canada too, which we need to push for that if we're going to prep for the
Right.
next phase.
So see,
Yep.
my thought is don't buy the token at full cost. Use John Brown and save some money.
Wait. Oh. So you're gonna
We
get
can-
John Brown?
We can each buy a card to give us a discount. I would get
Okay.
Oberlin, Ohio.
I didn't see John Brown. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
I didn't realize we had another option out there.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I just get that support token for $2.
Okay.
Get the cheap one, save the money.
I had you at 11. Is that right?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 10 now.
Yeah, I also have them at 10 now.
10 now.
Yep.
So Eddie's at 5, I'm at 10, and Howard, I have you at 4 currently.
Yep.
Did you want me to buy the 3 one? Because I don't need to skimp that much.
If you guys can set me up, I don't care. Because I'm going last.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't I take the 2 for 2
Okay.
instead? And I'll let you say, because I'm guaranteed to get a token, and that way, I'd hate to get into the moment and you're $1 short. I'd feel like a jerk.
All right, I'll get the 3 for 1.
All
So
right.
you're at 9 now.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's my turn.
So you get your $2.
Yes, $2. Hmm.
It's okay, Eddie. You know, if you screw up, it's not like anybody else on the internet is gonna know.
Yeah, or say anything about it, or get mad at me for ruining history.
That's right.
All right, so I'm gonna use my four slaves, one space each. I think I'll move the one in Minnesota to Canada. Move the one in Iowa up to Minnesota, which gets me $1 and moves the.
Sorry, did you? Sorry, Eddie, can
It's
you
all right.
back up?
The one in Minnesota, I moved to Canada.
Okay.
The one in Iowa, I moved up to Minnesota.
Okay.
That got me $1 and moved red.
And red, yes.
So that was 2 of my 4 movement. Then I can move one from the Alabama plantation up to Tennessee. And I could move the one in South Carolina up to North Carolina and stop the red one from moving, which would help you maximize your
Ooh, good call.
fundraiser. Yeah, so I'll do that. The one from South Carolina goes up to North Carolina. Then I have my 2 for 2. I will move one from the Alabama plantation up to Kentucky, which moves the yellow one in. And I think I'll jump the one from the Alabama plantation. I jumped him up to Kentucky.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I was
got him.
saying
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, I could. I'm trying to. Yeah, I guess John. Well, yeah, I guess John can move another one out. I can give him another space to move out.
Or go up to the sea. Either way.
I think I want the $1. Yeah, I'll move Arkansas up to
Yeah.
Iowa, and I take the $1. Blue moves over. That was all my movement. For my buying, I'm going to buy Oberlin. I think that's the one we agreed I was taking. I can buy something for 4 less, so it only cost me 6 for that support token, leaving me with $2. All done.
Awesome.
All right. So my turn. I get 1 free movement. Howard, would you like me to set you up with any movements on your turn since you're only going to be able to do one, well, I guess you have your special ability too.
Yeah,
I
I have a total of 4. So if you want to focus on the north, or
Are you flipped already, Howard?
I'm flipped, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to do that. And I do get $1, by the way.
Yes.
But yeah, do you need me to set you up for any movement? Is there anybody you'd like to move 3 spaces, basically?
Oh, you have a 2 for 2, right?
I have a 2 for 2, and I also have a 1 for 1. So yeah, if you want me to help set you up for anything. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna send some people to Canada.
Let me see. One, two, three.
Like I can put somebody on the boat without having to worry too much about the $1.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad to focus a little bit on the plantation, but I'm going to get at least 3 of them out of there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you should easily be able to get. You might be able to get 4 out.
How would I get 4?
Well, because you can do a 3 for 1 and a 1 for 1. So if you move somebody to, yeah. So actually, if I stayed away from the boat, you can move somebody to Charleston for 1-for-1, and then your 3-for-1, you can put them on the boat. Yeah, you're right. You can still only get. It's still only gonna get you.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yep. Well, in that case, I think I should put somebody out on the boat and get them out of the plantation.
Unless you do this, move this guy to Canada, move this guy for 2-for-2, and then do the Canada, and then that would open up this space. Let me see, 1, 2. Red would pull over, and then we could have. I could do 1, and then 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Actually, yeah. Wait, no, you're onto something. Oh, yeah, that'd be 1-for-1. That'd be a 2-for-2. No. Yeah, this works. So I like that plan. Let's do this. I'm gonna take that one in Minnesota, put him to Canada,
Okay.
and that's my 1-for-1. And then my 2-for-2, I'm gonna send the one in northern Missouri to Minnesota for $1. I moves red. And then my last 2-for-2, I'm going to move somebody from Texas plantation up to northern Missouri.
Cool.
And that moves purple.
Yep.
And then I'm going to buy
Right.
John Brown, and hopefully I don't pull up an opposition card. So I'm going to buy a token for -5. So that means I spend another 2, 4, 5 and get a support token. So we have 1 left for this period. I'll draw an opposition card, and I got John Price Rescue.
And you resolve it?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Wow.
Yep. So John Price Rescue says move 1 slave from any small northern space directly to Canada. Nice.
Iowa or next to Illinois, between Illinois and Iowa.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's the Quad Cities, man. That's my hometown, son. We're on the map. We are on the map right there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't see you on the map, Howard.
Texas.
John C. Calhoun.
Please.
I got my family up in here.
That's right. Yeah, I would say either the Quad Cities, Iowa, or Boston, maybe.
Small city.
Oh, small city. Crap.
Be one of
Or
these.
small northern space.
These are. They're the same movement. They just feel like they're closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so here's my thought process. Iowa and the Quad Cities, I feel like are going to be really easy to get up to Canada because blue and red seem like they're far enough away where they're not a problem for us. And then the ones on the East Coast, they seem really easy too. So I don't know.
Then think about it more so as freeing up space, I think.
Yeah. So in that case, take the one from Iowa, maybe.
Yeah, I think Iowa or Illinois, one of those two, either moving St. Louis up to Illinois or moving Missouri up to Iowa would be something we want to do next turn, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes much difference which one.
Yeah, they're both on the blue trail, so.
Yeah, I'll just take the one on the far side, Iowa.
Okay. 9, freed. That was
Wow.
a good card. Well, it worked out well,
Wow.
anyways.
Yeah.
Could have been bad.
I can't believe I feel like we actually have a
So-
chance to win. This is crazy.
John, you're at 2 and you're at $4, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So I'll do my 1. And then I'm going to do my token for 1. Pay $1, 2, 3. And that gives us 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 7. Wow, that didn't help from last round. Shoot.
I think you get 8. Isn't it 8?
2, 4, 6. Oh, sorry, 8. Yes. Okay, that's 1 more.
And brown should be moved one space south.
Yes, you're right. Sorry.
The brown slave catcher.
Well, I'm gonna do this guy then.
Oh.
I think you should pull brown down
You don't
because
pull
then we
brown?
can,
Okay.
because then we can send a slave to New York City instead of to Boston, which is much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So brown should be in Washington D.C. right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So then we can safely bring a slave into New York, and that's way better. Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Which would
$8
give you just enough to buy Lincoln Douglas debates and a support token.
Woohoo! John, I'm glad you took that other one.
Lincoln Douglas debates.
That's
Alright.
$1. And then it's. Why is it just enough,
Stop running
Eddie?
around.
I have me at still $2
Go somewhere.
left. Right?
I had you at 8 before that, right?
I thought I had 10.
Maybe you did. I had.
I'll tell you what.
Oh
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
him.
That's why it was +8, but I brought you up to 8 with the
I had him at 9. So hold on. You started the round off at 2, right?
Yeah, and then he got 8 with the fundraiser. I think he said 7 at first, but it was 8.
Yeah, it's 8.
Right. Well, hold on. He started the round off with 2.
What's today's date?
He spent 1 to send somebody on shipping. That brings him down to $1, right?
And I also got $1 for my round.
And you got $1 for the round, so that puts you at 2, right?
Yeah,
don't
plus
know.
8.
Then it's plus 8, so he should be at 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
St. Patrick's
And then spend 1 for Lincoln Douglas debates, and spend 7 for the support token.
Yeah. So he bought the 1 for 1. That puts him at 9, and then he spent 7, so he could have 2 left. Yep.
Okay.
2 left, and we're in the next period already.
I didn't promise.
Next period.
I didn't promise I'd be good at basic math.
not doing it.
Oh, that's all right. We didn't bring you on board for your math skills.
Yeah,
Lucky for us.
it's a pretty face.
That's right. And it's the voice. You're a podcaster.
Yes, ma'am.
Ow!
That's what you give for not giving me any knives.
Really? Ow! Stop punching me.
You did that for 10 minutes.
Go away. Okay.
Slave
Slave face? Right?
market. What's the damage, man?
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2. Could have been worse.
2.
Yep.
Wow. I really don't know how we're doing this good, guys. I have no clue what's going on right now. This is crazy. All right. And then
We have to finish this.
Yep.
we have 2 rounds left, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
No, wait. There's 2 cards left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically have 2 rounds left because if there isn't an additional slave market card left, you lose. So we basically have to finish when we bring that second card out. Like we have to have won the game.
Yeah,
when we
because
bring that second card out.
you have to survive the round that you win
Right,
So
exactly.
we still could lose based on that last card, but yeah.
Right. I mean, I suppose you could try to play it and you could call it a draw or something, but whatever. Homie don't play that. So I drew Frederick Douglass, and we're now drawing from the 1860s. Frederick Douglass was the first. Civil War is the second. And Civil War is a reserve card, so it should be easier to find. And then Follow the Drinking Gourd is the next one. And for those of you
Remember that one being awesome.
For those of you watching at home, Civil War, because it's a reserve card, you don't actually have to use it right away. You can buy it and you can choose to save it, or you can use it right away.
Follow the Drinking Gourd is awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah it is. Put the slave in Chicago. Bam.
Yep. Retrieve one lost slave from the slave lost track and place it back in a large northern city with no effect. And we can lose 7 without losing the game at this point.
And I'm first player, right?
You are first player.
So I'm gonna, since we already have 2, 4, 6, 8. Since we already have 8 slaves in northern cities, I'm gonna buy a fundraising token.
Excellent. Okay, come down again.
And then oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh man, you guys are both broke. You're at 2 and 2.
Yeah. I was planning on getting a fundraising token as well.
Yep.
Should I actually forgo the fundraising token then?
No.
We haven't-
What
yeah.
do we got to lose, John? This is it.
If we can each buy one support token,
Yeah.
that's enough.
Well, we have 2 rounds. This isn't the last round.
So?
Next round will be our last round to buy normally support tokens.
Yeah.
And if we use the fundraising this turn, this is actually the only turn it would really make sense to buy them, unless we get more cards that let us buy out a turn.
Yeah, we don't have any cards currently.
And we don't have to use it, you know? I mean... Well, I guess, yeah.
We need to have enough money to buy the support tokens during the next planning phase.
Yeah.
See, so
yeah,
here's...
gotcha, Eddie. Yep.
So I have $4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, crap, that's not enough. Man. Alright, yeah, I guess I should get a fundraising token. Nothing else makes sense. And then I should probably spend my $3 and spend $3 and leave one of those conductor tokens for one of you guys. And what do I want to buy?
John, we need you to buy one of the good ones right now, right? Did you say you were going to get a $3 one?
Yeah, you want me to go for a $4?
Yeah. If
See,
you can
here's
afford it, you need to get it.
Here's the thing, Howard. Though, what am I gonna do? So if I use a 5-for-1, what slaves am I gonna move? Because if I take all the slaves in the northern cities and take them to Canada, your guys' fundraising tokens aren't worth anything. So
Yeah, I think if you did get one, it'd be the three for 2. To maybe move the one in Charleston up to Boston or New York.
Well, if you do the 5-for-1, you can move up to New York. That's $3 right there. That'll pull blue over. You can move another one up here. That's another $1, and then you can move some more up.
So that's 1, 2, I can move another one down south, 3, and then that's all I can do.
And then clear out some of the Canada. We need to start saving slaves too.
Yeah, I guess I can make that 5 for 1 work.
And how much money do you have, Howard?
2.
Yeah.
One of us. Well, I mean, yeah, one of us is gonna not get a token.
All right, well let's just go for it. Let's see what the 5 for 1 does. I'll take a chance.
So Eddie, do you want the 3 for 1? I guess that way you can still at least move. I can still have a 1 movement no matter what.
Yeah, and I think like if anything, it helps us get a little bit of money too.
Yeah.
Even if we don't make a huge change on the board.
And so John, you need to set me up.
What's that, Howard?
No pressure.
What's that?
You have to set me up for money.
Oh, I got you, son. I got you.
Yeah, so I took the fundraising and the 3 for 1.
So Howard's got nothing.
I've got nothing except for 1 movement and fundraising.
Yeah, and fundraising.
Okay, so I'm kind of thinking about buying the Civil War, guys, because if I do, I think I can get a whole ton of slaves. I can get like 1, 2, I can get 3 more slaves in the northern cities if I buy Civil War.
Do it.
You'd have to use your fundraising first?
Oh, shoot, I can't because I got to use the 5. Oh, wait, no, I get 1 free slave movement. So I get $1 for the action phase. I get 1 free slave movement, which I will do from the ship to New York, which moves brown and blue. And I get $3 for that. Nice. Then I'm going to spend $2 of that 4 I have and buy Civil War. So I'm going to play it on my turn. So we ignore movement of all slave catchers. Oh, crap. Wait, it says during a single action.
I think that means during a single
Conductor action.
Okay, so during a
Kyle,
single
yeah.
conductor. Okay. So this is still good then. So first, let's take the one from Kentucky and send them to Cincinnati. That's 1. Take the one that's in the Quad Cities, Illinois there, send them to Chicago. That's 2, and I get $2 more. 3, send the one from St. Louis up north. Is that 3 or is that 4?
That was
That's
3.
3.
Yep. And then the one in Missouri to Iowa, that's 4.
Dang, John.
And I think that's all I can do, gentlemen, for northern cities. And I'll take the one from Charleston and put them on the boat and spend $1 on that. Oh, wait, I missed a couple. I think I didn't give myself money for the Illinois or Iowa. How much money do I have, Eddie?
I got you at 2, 4, 6,
7.
8.
Did you pay for the boat for him, Howard?
Oh no, I didn't do the boat, but I was wondering, John. I don't know if it makes sense or not, but maybe we do need to start clearing. We still need to worry about the South because I was thinking New York to up here.
I'm out of movements, though.
No, you had 4. You had 4 instead of moving to Charleston.
Oh.
Up the boat, you can get another $1. I don't know if money's more important or if you move him up, it'll clear up the South because we can't forget about that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going for some plantation movement right now.
Okay.
I'll sacrifice. So I should be at 7. And then I have my fundraiser, which would pull in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I see 12.
Is it per city or is it per slave?
I think it's per slave on a northern. A northern space.
$1 for each slave in a blue northern
Slave.
city.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it should be 12.
Nice.
Which means I think I can buy 2 support tokens on my turn. I'm just shy. Damn.
We should each have enough to buy one though.
Actually, if one of you sacrificed and bought Frederick Douglass, I could buy 2 support tokens on my turn. And then one of you could save money up to free some slaves with more support tokens.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because he'll be going last next turn.
So, Eddie, I think I'm going to try to set you up to get New York again. Well, no, never mind. Let me see. You can have more than one in New York, so it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, getting Brown away from there is what would set me up to get it again.
Yeah, and that I can't because we can't do that.
Yeah, but don't worry about it because Eddie can move that one on his
That's
turn
right. Yep.
and not move the slave catcher.
Yep, that's
Yep.
right. So
I think you just need to get him out of the plantation right now.
Yeah, I think that's my one movement. Eddie, do you care where? I don't
Probably
know.
to the left because that's unless we do the one on the right to set up New York again.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
And then you're fundraising?
And then fundraising, I also get 12, I'm guessing. And I didn't get my 1, so I should be at 15.
Yep. Card?
Yes. You need to buy a card, Howard.
So,
Dude, Harriet Tubman.
You can get New York.
Oh, man, if he did Harriet Tubman before the fundraising token, it only gets you $1 more.
Why is that?
If you did it, because if you bought Harriet Tubman, that's a 4 for 1, and it doesn't move any slave catchers.
Right? Is it to no effect?
No.
No, you get the money for going in there.
You get the money for going in there.
So New York would be.
New York.
Yeah, he's saying that the difference between doing it now or doing it before you did the fundraiser.
I would have done it before. Yeah.
Is $1.
Right. The difference is $1 plus the 3 for New York, so you get $4 more.
Yep.
Plus you'd have 3 more movements, so I think it's worth it.
Yep, I'll do that. So I'll spend 1. So I'm down to 2 currently. Get Harriet Tubman. And we'll do New York for 3. Oops. And
If you do Charleston on the boat again, you can set me up for New York again.
2. Three, 4.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or move the one between Arkansas and Tennessee up, because you're not triggering the slave catchers.
Oh.
Or did you mean St. Louis?
Up to St. Louis, yeah.
Up to St. Louis. Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. And then now the
Fundraising.
fundraiser, and that's
13.
13. 3, 6,
So what are you at,
10,
Howard?
11, 12, 13.
You
I
at 18?
am at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Did you subtract 1 for the boat?
I did not. I thought, wait, maybe, I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
What do you have, Matt Eddie?
I had him at 18.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
So we need to save 7 more slaves.
You know, they're slaves, Eddie. You don't have to math it out. You know, you could just save them all, right?
Yeah, that's how this
Gotta
game
save
works.
the ball.
So I'll use my 3 for 1. I'm going to move the one on the boat up to New York and stop the brown from moving,
Oh, New York.
which gets me $3. You think I can get away with just moving a couple out of the plantations to stop? Or actually, I can't move one out of the yellow.
No.
Oh, blue. The blue slave marker moves for
Oh,
Eddie.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the brown. I stopped the brown, but I didn't stop the blue.
You have 2 more movements, right, Eddie?
Yeah, 2 more movements. I think I'm using one to move one out of the Texas plantation up to Arkansas. But then the other one is trickier. I guess I could just save. I guess I could just move one to Canada. Because
Not back in the bedroom.
Huh?
Not back in the bedroom. I think that's far enough.
Which one, Eddie?
I think I can just move one from the one from Minnesota up into Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
10.
Can I either of these?
And then I'm fundraising.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 still?
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, because you moved one out of Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you can buy a card.
Yes. I guess I should have done that before I fundraised.
We're pretty good about this, aren't
Yeah.
we? Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you buy Frederick Douglass,
Mm-hmm.
I can buy 2 support tokens.
Oh yeah, that was what I was going to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm buying Frederick Douglass.
So it costs you 2, and you get 4 back.
Yep.
So you net 2, and then Howard and I each get 4.
Well, I think we have the support tokens taken care of.
Yep.
Money, 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 money.
And that was it.
Okay.
Now.
So we're losing 2.
Wow, we're only losing 2 again?
Yep.
Man.
So we have 5 before we lose. So we only need to save 1. That's worse than it sounds, but
Well, we already talked about your lineage, Howard, so
I know.
we expect nothing less. So we do lose Henry Box Brown, though, unfortunately. And he's a pretty awesome card. And we're bringing out 4 cards from the deck, which I'm not feeling very good about. Oh, Follow the Drinking Gourd.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Howard, you should actually not have Frederick Douglass, though. He should be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, just Follow the Drinking Gourd.
Yep.
And then the first one is Abraham Lincoln.
Sweet.
The second one is Harriet Beecher Stowe. By the way, I just want to point out to you guys. Oh no! If we got Nat Turner Rebellion, we'd still be okay. All right, sweet. I'm feeling pretty good. William Still.
Wow.
Holy cow! These are all amazing cards. And there it is, finally, an opposition card. We got Domestic Slave Trade. Each slave market delivery carries 1 additional slave, which is in effect until that card is removed from the queue. Cannot be purchased.
Not as bad, nearly as bad as it could have been.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, that's the right time to get it. So you got to add a slave to that card.
I did.
And then, Howard, I have you as first player.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, we got to roll die.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Looking good? Could have been worse.
No, that's...
That orange is, like, we're
Yeah.
pretty consistent with that guy.
Yeah.
Across 3 sets of dice.
Yeah, right.
Well, and we luckily do have 2 cards out that let us buy more tokens, so that was one thing I was worried about, with not having enough movement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point.
But we'll be able to buy movement out of turn.
So you guys maximize on conductor tokens. I'm going to buy a support token because I have enough money to buy 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can use cards for the other 2 support tokens.
Yeah.
Wait, how many? Are there only supposed to be 3?
There are 3.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's 2 cards that allow us to purchase support tokens, and I have enough money to buy 2 tokens right now. So you guys don't need to buy any. I'll buy 1. You guys maximize on movement tokens, and then use the rest of your money to buy the tokens at a discount. Right?
Gotcha.
So like I can buy one of those tokens, you know, either Abraham Lincoln or Harry Beecher Stowe. I can buy one of those cards on my turn. So that's 2 tokens gone. Between you two, you just got to be able to buy 1 token on your turn with one of those cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I'll just grab a 5 for 1 and a 3 for 2.
All right. That's 8.
So that's 8.
Beautiful.
Let's see. I'll do the same thing.
What are you gonna do with all this movement, Eddie?
Save some
Slaves.
people.
I don't think you've ever had this much movement on any of your turns, have you?
No. I'm just gonna move them back to the south. I just don't know what to do with it.
It's too cold up here.
I'm so confused. What do I
I
do?
want to be warm.
All right, I'm gonna buy a support token for 10. And then do I do a 3 for 2 or a 4 for 1? That's the question.
I think that since you're going last, hopefully we can set it up so that you have more that are like right on the border.
So go for the 4 for 1.
I think so.
All right. I like it. I'll go with it. All right, Howard, win us the game.
Okay. do we focus on getting people into Canada?
I think you and I do. I think that's how we should start this.
Because
Because
I can move. I can get like 6 right now.
So here's the thing. You guys would do me a huge favor if you could get rid of that slave in Cincinnati. And so like Howard, you may want to do that before the yellow token has the opportunity to move around much, unless you're
slave
going to
in
move from the
Cincinnati?
east. Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Well, because that's preventing us from moving slaves from the plantations out.
yeah, if you use like a double movement to move him up to Detroit, one of your
Yeah.
double movements.
I can use a double movement to get him into Canada.
Oh yeah, from
Oh, yes,
Chicago. Yeah. Perfect.
That's what
Do
we
that.
want. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So
that'd be balling for me, man.
double move 1,
That's one.
and I could do these guys
Yeah.
2, 3.
That's your 3 for 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I can move these guys up for 3 more for.
You want to do your free one action first?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Oh, and did you take your dollar?
What did I get $1 for?
Your card? Your ability?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah. Yep.
Howard's just trying to make this game harder. It wasn't tough enough. You know? he's a 2 for 2 jerk in
Yeah.
this game. Yeah.
He
I'm
really
feeling
wants
a
to blame
3.
me.
I'm feeling a 3 for here, guys.
He really wants to blame me for losing this.
He really wants to blame
So-
Tony.
So
right?
now it'll be
Oh, yeah.
we won in spite of you, Eddie. Okay. So if I just go for the, I mean, we're going to overkill it on the freedom, the going to Canada, but I feel like we need to still clear out the bottom, right? So I need to spend some of these movements to set up Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe since you're going first, Howard, it might make sense for you to start freeing up the southern spaces, because then we can use our conductor tokens to continue moving people out.
Yeah. We've already got more than enough people in position to leave.
Yeah. So I did 1 here. Where did I go? I went here and moved. Yellow moved.
Was that your free movement?
Yeah. Let's say that it is.
All right.
I forgot about that one. Okay. Then I'm gonna go here. 1.
So that moves blue and red.
What did I
wait,
do though?
Before you go too far, red moves from your Chicago movement.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you getting your money too?
Did I give you 2 bucks?
That gets you 2? Okay.
There's 1. I moved this guy too much. I haven't moved him yet.
Yeah, right now you're good. You've moved 1 slave with your 5 for 1.
Can this can only hold 1, right? It's only the square cities that can hold 2.
That can hold 4. But yeah.
4,
only
yeah.
Only the square cities.
Well, you could move the one from New York and pull that yellow slave catcher, which then allows us to bring another slave from a plantation out. Like somewhere or another, yellow has to get pulled back over to the east. Otherwise, we're gonna get locked up and
Okay,
freeing
so
up slaves.
I'm gonna go 2, 3, and that's 2, 4. Keep track for me, guys.
Wait. Hold on. What was your first one?
That I moved up to Boston from New
And
York.
so that's going to move the brown guy, right?
Brown, and yep.
Yeah.
And then I moved into DC, which pulled him back, and also
Okay.
moved the purple.
Also move purple, and that gets you another $2.
Yep.
Holy
and
cow,
then
man. How
and
are
then
we
I'm
doing
moving
it?
this guy up to pull purple back.
All right. So that's 3 or 4.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4. Okay.
and then let's
Wow.
see. You said you want to pull yellow, so
Can you, or you don't have to pull yellow yet. Maybe you should put that guy out on the ship with all your money.
okay.
And then that frees up Charleston.
So I have 4. I'm just going to take 3. I didn't get my 4 yet, so I have myself at 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 20 right now.
Yep.
And then, I don't know. I'll get Beecher,
Sounds good.
or should I get Abraham Lincoln? I don't. Which one do you guys not want?
They're both the same.
You get 3 for 1.
Oh, 3 for 1? Save, well, I'm not going to need it, but save the 3 for 1 for me, just in
Okay.
case.
All right. Here at
Yeah.
Beecher. So that's 2. But then I would buy a support token
For
for
5.
Yep.
Jeez, we're golden.
Okay.
My turn. All right, I'm going to use my 5 for 1. I'll move 1 from the plantation out to Charleston. I'll move 1 from the Alabama plantation up to Tennessee. 1 from Louisiana up to the Arkansas, Tennessee. Oh, no, never mind. That's where I'll move them just up to the Arkansas, the straight up. That's 3. Yeah, we do need to move the yellow one.
If you move this one in, then you can move this one up and pull it over.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. That's 4 and 5, and I get $1. Then I have my 3 for 2. And I will move. I mean, you're gonna be able to save the rest of them, right, John?
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to be safe, you have a couple options. One, you can free up the East Coast, like the boat side.
Yeah, I was gonna move Charleston, just jumping up to Boston.
Yeah, so so you gain $1 from that.
Yeah.
Then the other thing you could do is you could get Arkansas freed up for me. So you can move the one to Canada and move the other one to Iowa.
Yep, and then you only need to save 1.
Yep.
Okay, yep, I'm doing that.
Okay. So Iowa goes to Canada, and Arkansas goes to Iowa. Oh shoot, we're gonna lose a slave though.
Oh, we would
We do
lose.
We lose
Yeah.
St. Louis. I think we're gonna be okay though.
No, we would lose. We would lose. Would we lose Chicago too? Where's blue?
No.
Blue is over here. I just moved him over. I didn't move the purple one yet, though.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I still have two double movements left.
Oh, you can bring the Canada back?
I
Oh wait,
think
I can stop the purple from moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Nice.
Yep.
So
That
blue
makes
still
total
moves.
sense. So blue moves. And did
Purple
you
stays
give
where he
you
is.
$1 for Iowa?
Yes,
How
I
much-
took it.
Okay, so what do you
I have
yourself
myself
at?
at 12.
Well, okay. That's what I had.
Yep. Dude, that's pretty sweet. And now, I mean, hell, you could do Abraham Lincoln if you wanted to.
Or follow the drinking gourd.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll do the drinking gourd.
Okay.
So we get
Spend $1.
we get a lost slave, and I guess he's going back to Boston.
Lost slave to Boston. Okay.
That's it.
Jeez, man, that's all you could do?
That's it. And
All right.
then I disappeared forever with all my money.
You thought I was freeing slaves. I'm rich. Alright, so I take $1 on my turn. I can move one slave, one space for free. So you know what? I got a free one slave, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So let's take the one in Maine and send him to Canada, just to be done. Okay. And then my 4 for 1, I will send out 2 from Texas, 1 to Arkansas, 1 to Tennessee. Yellow gets pulled down.
Wait. If you go to Arkansas, he's going to move into the
Arkansas. No, Arkansas is
Yeah.
good.
I'm sorry,
We had-
Tennessee.
Yeah, I had yellow in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we had yellow pulled out.
Oh, really? Oh,
When
okay.
I moved the guy up to Maine.
Ah, sorry.
Yep.
That was 2.
Yeah,
Oh, 3.
but
That was no 2. That was 2 off the movement.
I don't see the. Yeah, okay, there it is. Yep. And then 3, I will send 1 to Charleston.
Yeah.
4, I'll send 1 from Chicago up to Canada. And then I'll buy Lincoln for $1. And I get a $3 discount, so it'll cost me 7 to buy the last support token. And then I still get 3 for 1 with Abraham Lincoln. So I will go Charleston straight north, which pulls red. I'll pull another one out to Charleston, that's 2. And I'll send another one from Chicago to Canada. 2, 3.
Jeez. Killed it.
Nice.
All right.
Slave catcher.
Oh, does it move? What?
How many come out?
Oh, okay.
I don't think we lost any.
We didn't lose any.
How many was it? 'Cause I couldn't tell. on
7.
mine.
Seven.
Just
Yeah.
7?
We got 7 out of the plantation. So.
Wow.
Da da da.
Dude, we ended up crushing that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We still have to refill the cards in the lantern phase.
Do it.
Wait,
What, is there gonna be a you lose card?
Oh, there could be, because there's a card that brings back a support token.
Oh man.
Oh, that would suck
That would.
so
Well,
much.
I still haven't. Well, we can't buy anything. That would suck.
God, that would suck. Okay, let's see what happens. I got Contrabands, which is that's pretty awesome. Election of 1860, and
Wow,
the final card. Here it is, guys. Wow.
Yes.
Cooper Union speech.
Nat Turner's Slave Rebellion is the one that, if support tokens have been purchased by the group, return one of the currently active one to the currently active action token row.
Yep.
That is BS. Man.
Yes.
That would have been awful.
Oh, that would have been terrible. So here's the last 3 cards in order, as they would have came up.
Was Dred Scott?
Yep, Dred
No, what was
Scott.
it? What was the last one you pulled?
The last one was Cooper Union Speech.
Oh, you didn't pull any. Wow.
I didn't pull any. No.
Wow.
Man.
The
Very
middle, I was so stressed out in the middle. I was like, oh my god, I don't
Yeah.
know what to do, guys.
Seriously.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good for a little bit there.
It was looking horrible because what was that John C. Calhoun card?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, Howard's great grandpa. Just he stole so much money from us.
Thanks, Howard.
And we still killed it. I mean, we saved 18 slaves. We could have saved like 20 if we wanted to, but we just yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how much money we
realistic-
ended with too
I had
was
13,
yeah, not what I expected after
and he
that.
had 11. That's insane.
I honestly I think we played that about as perfectly as you could. I mean that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, we didn't even have good rolls to say we got lucked out, you know?
No,
Right.
the Fugitive Slave Act, we managed to make that work out pretty well. Yeah.
You know, when John and I played last time, we rolled the no slave catcher movement twice before, so it worked out well. But wow,
That was
Good game.
awesome.
Well, three for three now.
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a really good game.
So
It's my heritage. I learned what all the slave catchers want to do. So I mean, it's inherent in me. So I know to do the opposite.
So I definitely want to keep talking about this game, but I can't hold back this question any longer, Eddie. This is your first experience playing a real board game over Google Hangouts. So not playing on Board Game Arena or any of those other websites. What'd you think?
It was fun. Like it wasn't. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I don't have like the perfect setup for it. Kind of the way that I'm sitting right now, I have my table with the board and things on it, kind of perpendicular to the screen. So I kind of was having to turn back and forth to see like where Howard was moving stuff or whatever. And obviously there were a couple times where I had things kind of mixed up, but I mean this game in particular, it's got a lot of little pieces where if one slave is out of where he is supposed to be, it can kind of mess up your strategizing.
Yeah.
But it's overall, I mean, it was a really good experience. I mean, cooperative games like this, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did a cooperative game for my first sort of run through. It's easy for you guys to sort of hold my hand and walk me through it without giving me an unfair advantage. So.
Yeah, sorry, I was just chuckling there for a second after you said that because I was thinking of when Howard and I played Aquasphere, and like if we tried to do that with you for the first time, you would probably want to strangle both of us.
Oh yeah. Like when Howard had actually told me you guys had played that, and my first thought was just wow, that's. I've never played that game before, but I've seen what it looks like on the table, and I know the level of complexity that's supposed to be in that game, and I couldn't imagine playing that, especially for me not actually having the game. I mean, if I knew how to play it or whatever, that's one thing, but yeah, that's a lot.
That would have been a tough one.
This is a good one though. This is a good game to do online.
Yeah, we basically found that co-ops work really well, even if everybody doesn't have the game. As long as you can see what's going on the board, you can still be a part of the experience and interact.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this one might not be the best for that, with kind of the tan cubes that are maybe a little difficult to see on the screen.
Right.
But yeah, it worked out well. It wasn't too hard to follow along or anything, so I had fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, and this game is just a really fun one to play around with. I haven't played it nearly as much as I should have, and I'm glad I got a chance to play it tonight.
Do you do solo much, Eddie?
I do. I have been doing it somewhat more recently. I've been playing through the Pathfinder card game solo.
Nice.
But I don't do it a whole lot. A lot of times, if I'm doing something kind of solo, quote unquote, I'm like reading a rule book or something
Yeah.
to prepare for a game night.
Right.
I'm not so much playing the whole game myself. Um, but
Well,
it is something I'm getting more into, and I could definitely see this one being one that I do.
when I solo this game, I usually play it with two character cards.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
how I've done it.
yeah. To me, this game lends itself so easily to play that way, and it's a lot more fun because I think there's a lot more decisions going on with that, so it's a little more challenging at the same time.
Yeah, that's how I would play most. That's how I play most co-ops solo. Is multi-handed.
Yep. Yeah, so this game, I now hit my 11th play of it tonight, and I still have it as my number one game. Technically, it's tied on my list with another game, but it could easily still be my number one game of all time.
What's the tide? What's the
What's
tide with?
that?
What's
It's
the tide with?
it's tied with CO2 is the other one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot to offer. I mean, it's funny, like, I don't hear that much about it anymore. After it was first released, I mean, there was kind of a lot of people talking about it because of the uniqueness of the theme, and the cool way that they handled everything. But you don't hear people talking about it that much anymore, and I think it's kind of a shame because this is a really interesting game and probably a really important one.
I think it's just it's the culture. It's the cult of the new culture. I heard they're working on like some modular expansions, some with more I think with specifically solo focused or something like that. I can't remember, but
Now
this
with
one guy I play game at FLGS with, he's been doing the print and plays and doing the play testing for the designer. So.
Now with more John C. Calhoun.
Yeah.
Yes. Sign me up.
Oh man, I totally agree with your thoughts on the game too, and where it kind of is placed in our hobby community. Because yeah, like when I pull up Board Game Geek, it's ranked 308, which 308 is still a really good rating. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
You're talking out of 70,000 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still, I mean, when you look at some of the games that are ahead of this one, it's like it's hard for me to say that obviously I'm a little biased because I rate it as my number one game, but I mean, yeah, it's just such a solid game, and to me the mechanics make sense with the theme, and I think the theme is handled so exquisitely in this game, just way better than a lot of other games out there.
Yeah, and I could definitely see the not low rating, but the I guess it's not that it's rated low, it's that it's kind of passed by everyone.
Right.
It's kind of faded out of the memory of people. I think part of that is the theme, and it's kind of a shame that I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult to play a game centered around the theme of slavery, especially in America. I mean, in America, where it is part of our history, that it kind of puts you in an awkward situation where we were having fun and we were joking and stuff, but it kind of puts you in an awkward situation where it's how much can I actually have fun with this theme, and how much do I have to take it seriously?
Right.
And I think that made some people uncomfortable, and I think that kind of that definitely added to the or that contributed to the fact that it's not talked up a lot anymore. I think that the initial reaction was this is a very interesting game that handles a difficult theme in an interesting way, but then people kind of maybe shied away from the controversy of the subject matter, and it's kind of faded away because of that. But I think that if anyone is kind of turned off by this theme, they should really give it a chance because, I mean, no one's telling you to go in and make jokes or take it super seriously. It's really up to you how you approach the game, and it caters really well to whichever mindset you go into it with. I mean, if you want to use this in a classroom and take a look at it as a really sober look at the way that slavery worked in America and how abolitionists had to make tough decisions to get people to safety, then it can be that. And if you want to take it as a really mechanically interesting co-op and explore the gameplay of it, you can easily do that as well. It's no slouch in that department either. I think that's what makes it such a good game, is that it's thematically so strong, but it's mechanically strong to back it up.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what sold me on it. I mean,
yeah.
I think I said this at the beginning. Like these historical type themes, I have no interest in, and I'll be honest, even the slavery theme, makes me even less interested at when I first heard about it. But for that exact reason, it's just like, you know, I read about it in the history books, and you know, I don't need to be playing the game about it. But once I played it, you know, I'll try anything, and once I played it, it's the mechanics is what sold me on it. I mean,
Yeah.
It just worked out really well. And John told me about it before. He was like, you know, it's mechanically, it works really good. And once I played it, I was sold on it. And then I talked to John about it afterwards, and he said he was talking to me about, you know, well, you could teach your kids about some history, and that immediately sold it after that. I was like, oh yeah, kids, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's to me, and we kind of talked about this at BGGCon when we met up, Eddie. You know, between you, me, and Tony at least, and you know, it's that concept of like board games can remove, you know, the awkwardness of those conversations, like we were talking about in the context of meeting people for the first time, or maybe I heard this on your podcast and we didn't talk about it in person. I can't remember, but in any case, there was that topic of like, yeah, you know, board games are great for when you're meeting up with people. Like, you can remove the awkwardness of those social situations and just get in and play a game, and you don't have to worry about those things. And to me, like, it's the same thing with the themes, right? Like, the theme of this game can take away what would otherwise be a really awkward and touchy subject, and it's like, no, look, we're going to learn about it, and we're also going to, you know, have a fun experience at the same time too. So we don't, you know, you can remove away those inhibitions you have about this theme, about slavery, and instead just immerse yourself in this period of time and realize what went on. And you know, I think the board game can help with that. And I think that's why some people are. I've read some articles online about, you know, teachers that are using this in their history class to help teach the subject. Just because of how well everything ties together. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what makes the game so interesting, is that it's all of these things. You know, it's an entertaining experience, but it's also a possible learning experience and a sobering look at American history and all of these things, and it's all of them at the same time, but it's whichever one you need in that moment. So, I mean, I won't say that I pull this game out all the time. I mean, there's certainly game nights where I can see, you know, people aren't going to want to play the game about slavery, but when people are interested in playing, you know, just a solid game, and no one's going to be, you know, too turned off by the theme, I know this one will work. And yeah, I definitely give it props for that, and that's why I got it. You know, that's why it's in my collection, and I'm glad that we were able to play it tonight.
So there's only one more question to ask you, Eddie. How does the phrasing go? Try it.
Grab it, try it, or skip it.
Grab it, try it, or skip it. Yeah.
So this is something we do on our podcast, rating games as far as are they good for new players, and this one, I mean, this game more than most others is going to be dependent on your audience, and if the new gamers that you're trying to introduce to games are, for instance, like your history class, or you know, a group of friends who are interested in history, then this could be a great one for teaching new players about where board games have gone. There's a lot of things in here that aren't your traditional roll and move mechanics. There's a lot of interesting things here that are used in other games. I mean, there's sort of resource management and management of movement on the board, card play, and all of these things that are good to show new gamers that where games have gone, and it's all here. And if you have new gamers who are also interested in this theme, and probably most importantly wouldn't be turned off by it, I think this is a great game to get new people in with. But again, this is more so than most other games. This is one where you'd have to judge based on your audience and their their sensibilities.
So it's a try it.
I'd say grab it in most cases, but really think about who you're going to be showing it to. If it's maybe not for the grandma who remembers dating John C. Calhoun, but it's maybe not for the Calhoun once 5 times removed. But I think a lot of other people, this could be a really interesting way to show that board games aren't just all Candyland and Monopoly. They tackle some serious subjects and they do it in a way that's interesting, and the mechanics are interesting and different. So yeah, I mean, and it's a co-op, which we always say on the show is a nod towards new players. It's easy to teach cooperative games.
I agree with everything you just said. I think if you take somebody who you think isn't going to flip the table over the theme, I think this is a game that could really blow somebody away. To just be like, holy cow, like I can't believe somebody created a game around this theme. I mean, like I got my dad to play CO2 and he was just blown away by all the mechanics and how somebody could think about how to design something with that much intent. He was really blown away. And I think this game could give somebody that same experience where it's just, holy cow, like, so how did somebody do this? And then, we didn't even really talk about it at all in the game, but, you look at the bottom of the cards and there's flavor text on the cards, and the name of the cards actually match up perfectly with the flavor text and what's going on. If you study the history of these time periods, the name of all these cards would make perfect sense to you. I mean, just the amount of detail that went into this game is just unbelievable.
Right. Yeah. You take this to somebody who has an interest in history, or you're trying to teach history to, or start a discussion about history with, and you pull a card from the deck and read its name and its flavor text, and talk about maybe why does that effect fit that event. Why does the Abraham Lincoln card let you move slaves and gather support? Maybe why, like, how does that fit historically? And that's a good discussion point. And all the cards are like that. I mean,
I never even thought about it on that level, but that's really cool.
Academy has made a living off of doing games like this, and games that are very thoroughly researched and very thoroughly designed with an intent in mind. They're trying to evoke the theme of a certain time in history, and in their hands, they've done a really good job capturing the struggle of abolition in America at this time. So, I mean, there's a lot of care that went into all the cards, and even the character abilities. I mean, they're sort of generic characters, but their place in the organization was a real thing. So again, thinking about why your ability might be the way it is, or why you might get more money on the board for going to certain areas. I mean, why do you get more money for hiding someone in New York than in another city? There's a lot of things that work on a real sort of intellectual level, that if you're willing to go that deep, the game has a lot to teach as well as to entertain with.
Yeah, one of the articles I read was from a teacher that found out about this game in the middle of teaching this time period to his students, and I think they were high school level students, maybe junior high, but I think they were high school, and so he taught them all this subject matter and about all these different individuals from the time period, and then he got the game into the class, and played the game with his classroom. And he said as soon as they got the Henry Box Brown card, his students didn't even need to look at the text on the card. As soon as the card came out, they knew what it was going to do because they knew the story of Henry Box Brown.
Yeah.
And, you know, if our, I think we're still live. Yeah, we're still live here. So, yeah, the story of Henry Box Brown, he actually had his friends put him in a box, and they actually shipped him up north so that he could make his way to freedom. And sure enough, if you look at the card allows you to move a slave from the south up north to a northern city with no effect, I believe.
Yeah, and you know, Twilight Struggle does just as good a job teaching history, but it's a 2-player game that takes 4 hours, and
Right.
Timeline does a good job of showing you know the order of things happen in history, but it's a super light game that really just teaches you dates. There's not a lot of games that give you this depth of insight in such a comparatively light package. I mean, you could play this game over a couple of class periods and get just as much of it and just as much of the history out of it as you would in another much longer war game or simulation type game.
Yeah, and I think games are just a great learning tool if you use them that way. You don't have to, but again, like we talked about earlier, I think it just makes it easier because it removes those barriers. And most kids are used to video games and things like that anyway. So if you say, hey, we got a game, we're going to learn about this time period, I'm sure most of them would roll their eyes like, oh great, it's like a classroom game.
Yeah, they're trying to make learning fun again.
Right. But you bust out something like this, and everybody's going to be like, oh my gosh, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is that when you say it's a learning game, it doesn't need to be a classroom. If you take this to the FLGS on the weekend and sit down with some like-minded people who want to sit down and really get into this game, if you're reading the flavor text, you're learning things you didn't know either. Everyone around the table is learning something, and it's not necessarily that you all went into it with that intent, but it's just happening naturally because they integrated the theme so well. So, yeah, I think this is a really good game, and I think that a lot of people would benefit from having it in their collection. And I hope we did a good job showing how it plays and how to win.
Darn right. I think anybody who tuned in was or anybody who watches the recording on YouTube will probably get into like the first 30 minutes and just be like, oh god, these guys don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
First hour, man.
Yeah, first hour, really, yeah.
Put an annotation at the beginning. It's like, stick around to the last 15 minutes, and we swear it turns around.
Yeah.
Or skip forward to this timestamp.
Yeah, right. We promise we turn this one around.
Yeah. You won't believe what happens.
Yeah, right. Yeah, actually, maybe that's what you do. You just say you won't believe what happens to us at the end of the game. And then everybody gets them. They're like, yeah, they were right. I really didn't believe that.
Yeah. Even to the last turn, I really didn't see it coming. Well, awesome, guys. I'm really glad that you had me on to play, and I hope we can play some more.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Eddie.
Definitely.
Great. Well, we'll try to set another one up if you're interested, and we'll definitely be in touch. And we're doing Imperial Assault. Planning on doing Imperial Assault on Thursday. So.
Cool.
Yeah. If you ever want to join us for an Imperial Assault campaign, we don't really have a steady group. People kind of drop in and out, so you're more than welcome to jump into one of them.
All right. Yeah, I'll keep in touch, and we'll talk about other stuff too. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of games we have in common that we could play.
Yeah. Well, Howard wants to play. What's on our list, Howard? We got to do Aquasphere, Kanban, Crossfire, Roll for the Galaxy. Those are all on our list.
Yeah.
I really got to play Alchemist for the show, but I don't think that would work well over Google Hangouts.
Steve was thinking that it would. I actually got that game because I thought we would be able to do it over Hangouts.
I agree with Steve. I think we can actually do it. Everybody has to have the game, though. There's no way you can do it without. But I think the reason why Steve thinks you can do it is because there's enough cards in the decks in the deck when you go foraging, for items.
Yeah.
There's enough cards in there where I don't think you have to worry about like, okay, you got to pull cards out of the deck because somebody picked them up, right? Like I don't think that's an issue. So like if somebody does a blind draw, just let them do a blind draw and be done with it, Because
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
even if you run out of cards, you shuffle that deck again.
Mhm.
So, and then everything else is all open on the board. The only thing that's hard to simulate is when somebody, what is it called when you publish a theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
basically what it's called.
right, like you obviously the person on the other end could cheat, so you would only want to do this with people you trust. But
Yeah.
yeah, we don't really worry about cheating much. So.
I do. I had bad experiences.
That is kind of the joke, yeah.
I played Descent with some random people on I found on Google Hangouts, and this one guy was rolling like I played the Overlord. I was like, I'll be good, nice, and play Overlord for these guys, and then this guy was like, oh, I rolled a 9. Oh, I rolled another 10 hit. I'm like, what? It's like I can't call BS on him, but then at the same time, it's just like, why is this fun for you? Because you're cheating. Like this other guy was even saying after we did the thing, he's like, there's no way he rolled all those every single time. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. It's like, hey, whatever you makes you whatever you have fun with, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about something.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good, Eddie. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to try it out finally.
Awesome.
All right, end it.